What's good, everybody? It's your girl Master Game back with another live play of the Phillies versus Phillies at the Toronto Blue Jays for game number 3, other 3 games soon. And pitching for the Phillies today will be Jesus Luzardo, and pitching for the Blue Jays will be Max Scherzer. So here go the Phillies starting lineup. So we have Castro with Trey Turner, Vice Harbor, Brandon Martin left field, Adam Moon, Vice Star, JT, Adolis Garcia in right field, and Joseph Carver batting 9. That's your Phillies starting lineup. What's up, Juniors? What's up, Star Wars? And guys, the Phillies come in the game 36-31 to seed, and the Blue Jays in the game 33-5 to seed, and one of the Vice President watching the game. I'm so Philadelphia. So coming out the bat for the Phillies, we had Cal Smoke in the bat. The Phillies, no Philly fans on base. 0 outs, top the first, Red Sugar Fish, we saw swinging and strike 1. Red Sugar Fish, we saw running catch 1. Red Sugar Fish, saw running catch strike 2, 1 and 2. Red Sugar Fish, saw swinging 5 1 and 2. Red Sugar Fish, saw Cal Smoke as for time, and Cal Smoke 11 and 11 in the base room. Red Sugar Fish, saw swing running catch strike 3, and Cal Smoke was out. Cal Smoke, you open one, your first strikeout. Coming next to bat the Phillies, you have Trey Turner next to bat the Phillies, no Philly fans on base. 1 out, top of the first, team go. Red Sugar got a pitch for Troy. Swing and strike 1. Red Sugar pitch for Troy. Running catch goes strike 2 and 2. Red Sugar pitch for running. Red Sugar pitch for Troy. Running catch ball 1 and 2. Red Sugar pitch for Troy. Swing and miss, and that's strike 3. And Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you open one with your first strikeout. And that's all to the face down. So we have Castle leading off the Asian, Trey Turner batting second, playing shortstop, Bryson batting third, playing first base, Brandon Marsh batting fourth, playing left field, Adam Bone batting fifth, playing third base, Bryson Stott batting sixth, playing second base, JT batting seventh, catching, and those Garcia batting eighth, playing right field, and Justin Carver batting ninth, playing center field, and that's your Phillies start lineup. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies, no Philly players on base, 2 outs, top of the first, here we go. Make sure the pitch be right. He's swinging that one. Honey, the whip it. That ball's going. So hard run for Bryce and the Phillies are on the boom. We got a Harper home run here for the Harper Nation. So the Bryce Harper, he's 1-1, this is Bryce Harper's, and then 1-1. So it's called the Phillies that 1-1. The Blue Jays have 0 on the field. The first one's going to top first thing. The Bryce Harper's solo home run. The Bryce Harper, he's 1-1. This is Bryce Harper's fifth home run in 2020 season on a fly ball to left field. That was 1-0 Phillies. Thank you, Bryce Harper. We needed that. We needed that. Saying soon that game for he was not for all the football games and investigating down here. Really? You mean in Toronto? Coming up next, the Bad Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh going to next to the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 outs, top the first inning. Matt Shirley got a pitch in for you, Marsh, for swinging at the foul tip on 1. And Max Shirley got another pitch for Marsh, for 1. Brian's catch goes the ball 1-1. And Max Shirley got another pitch for Marsh, ready for 1. Don't call me bro, Mac. I'm a woman. Matt Shirley, don't call me a dude. I'm a woman. And then she's gonna fish me more great for it. Running catch got the ball 2-2-1. Then she's gonna fish me more great for it. Swing the foul 2-2. Then she's gonna fish me more running catch got the ball 3-3-2 full count. And then she's gonna fish me more great swing the foul 3-2. Let's see. And Matt Sherman in the fifth swing. Well, swinging as never ball still 3-2. Well, how baseball works? You take a baseball bat, you hit a baseball out the park. That's what you normally do. You get your bat and stand together, and then you swing the baseball bat and hit the baseball out the park, and you hit singles hitting the ground, and then you run around the bases and score runs. That's pretty much how baseball is. And for defensive purpose, you gotta try to catch the baseball and throw it back to it, depending on what position you play. Infield, outfield. So if you ask how baseball works, so that's how it works. I mean, eventually going to the pitch going to bring Morris ready for it. And that is ball four. And Brandon Marsh is Walton advanced the first base for the field. And this is Brandon Marsh first for the game. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Adam Wong. The next to bat for the Phillies, we got one free bat on first base, 2 outs, top of the first, here we go. Matt Shirley got the pitch going to bring Adam get ready for it. Rodney's good, and he's swinging down with the 5 0 1. And Matt Shirley got the pitch going to bring Adam get ready for it. Rodney's catch goes balls 1-1. Matt Shirley got the pitch to Adam. Rodney catch goes when he swings the 5-1. Matt Shirley got the pitch to Adam get ready for it. Rodney catch goes balls 1-1. Yeah, guys, I only give shout out to people that come to my stream and stuff, like they come to my stream all the time. I'm not giving shout outs to people that just started, cause and Red Shirley got another pitch gonna be looking right for me. And Red Shirley do a pitch over to his first baseman, Reverend Green Jr. to make sure that Brandon Martin got the first base bag. Pickerton number 1 at first base. And Red Shirley got another pitch gonna be looking right for me. That ball's in the dirt, and that's a ball 2, it's a 2-1. And Matt Scherzer gonna pitch gonna be like a running point. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 2-2. And Matt Scherzer gonna pitch gonna be like a running point. Running catch goes a ball 3, it's a 3-2, that's a full count. And Matt Scherzer gonna pitch gonna be like a running point. Running catch the ball 3-2 full count. Matt Scherzer gonna pitch like a running point, swinging as a 5 balls, a 3-2. And Matt Scherzer got another pitch gonna be like a running point. Name. And Adam grinds out sharply to the shortstop Ernie Clement, who threw to the first baseman Brad McGroon Jr. And Adam was out. Adam you 0 for 1. Adam you 0 for 1, and you stranded Brandon Marsh on base. Terrible, and that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So the score: the Phillies have 1 run. The Blue Jays have 0 runs. We went on to the bottom of the first, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn to bat. Let's see the Blue Jays can turn to bat at the bottom of the first. And that was 1 up the Phillies. And the 3 Blue Jay players to bat at the bottom of the first to be George Springer, Brad McGroon Jr., and Ernie Clement. What's up, Charles B? You Braves fan. Just driving by, hello, face fan. What's up, Slim? What guys? Welcome to the MGSN Network, the Mascot Gaming Sports Network. We're covering the Phillies at the Toronto Blue Jays for game number 3 of the 3-game series tonight. So it's gonna be a good one. It's the final game of the series. So because the Phillies have an update on tomorrow, and they have a 3-game series in Milwaukee against the Brewers on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday night, I think Saturday night, and then also I think to Sunday afternoon, I guess. So that kind of thing. Yeah. What's up, Sam? Oh yeah, Sim, I also gotta tell you something too, Sim. Sim, I just want to let you know, Sim, that my girlfriend Naomi got sick. So I was talking on the phone today, and she was not feeling too good because she started throwing up yesterday and everything. And then when we were on the phone talking yesterday, she started throwing up. And today, when we started talking on the phone, her voice didn't sound too good, and she's kind of like coughing a lot. So she's trying to get better so we can hang out next Monday and stuff like that, day program and stuff. So she's like under the weather right now because her roommate Vanessa was sick yesterday, and now it's getting better. Now the only sick, so so that's just one thing I want to tell you, something. So just so you know, so that way you kind of know the information. So. So here go the Blue Jays starting line. We got George Springer, Van Gogh, Uncoming, Kuzma, Okamoto, Yohanger Pinino, Vernon, Valencia, Charles McDoom, Miles Straw, and Nathan Looms, and that is your Toronto Blue Jays starting lineup. Here comes Lozado, y'all. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have George Springer coming at the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs. Top of the first. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have George Springer coming at the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Hayes all got a pitch for George Green for one. And George Springer grounds out to the third base, and Alabama who threw it to the first baseman in time. And then George Springer's out. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next to bat for the Blue Jays. Got no Blue Jay players on base. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Here we go. Hayes is all I got a pitch can wait for me to wait for running catch goals was 1-0. Well, Hayes is all I got no pitch for me running catch goals 2-0. Hayes all I got no pitch for me to wait for me swing that goes right into the grass and that's a single. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. advanced to first base for the Blue Jays. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. singles on a line drive to the center fielder Justin Coburn. Dang it, Justin Coburn. Yeah, I wanted to tell you that anyway, son, because yeah, Naomi's getting better, but Naomi's got sick, so she's coughing a lot. She's having really bad on the phone, so coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Ernie Kaminka next to bat for the Blue Jays. Got one Blue Jay playing first base, 1 out, bottom of the first. If Hayes all got a pitch, getting for Ernie away from running catch goes strike number one. And Hayes all got no pitch, Ernie away from one. And Ernie Kaminka pops out softly to the third baseman at the one. Ernie Kaminka's out. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Kuzma. Okamoto coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got one Blue Jay playing first base, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Here we go. Hayes all got a pitch, getting for you. Kuzma get ready for it, running catch goes strike number one. And Haynes all got enough history. Kuzma get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-1. Well, you hoping for that because we need it. We need that because we don't need a bad look and stuff. So yeah, guys, I got 2 more days of work. So we got tomorrow's the last day for the students, and then Friday's the last day for the staff. So yeah, they want us to come in and clean and all that stuff just to make sure we get everything out of the refrigerator or whatever that's not supposed to be in here. So the refrigerators can be empty and stuff. So that way. And Hayes all got nothing fisting it for you. Kuzma get ready for it. Running catch goes to ball 2, 2-1. Hayes all got nothing fisting. Kuzma get ready for it. Running catch goes to strike 2, then 2-2. At least we get to have Phillies. We get to watch some Phillies games all summer, so that's gonna be good too. Not only do we got the Phillies games in the summer, we also got the Eagles preseason in summer too, so that's gonna be exciting as well. So, and Hayes is all got nothing fisting it for you. Kuzma get ready for it. And Kuzma Okamoto flies out to the center fielder Justin Crawford. And Kudo Okamoto is out. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So the score, the Phillies have 1 run, the Blue Jays have 0 run at the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat. Let's see what the Phillies do to turn to bat at the top of the second. Now it's 1-up the Phillies. And the three Philly players to the red top second will be Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto, and Adolis Garcia. Yep, my last day work is Friday the 12th, and then out for the summer. So and also in the summer I also have like open meeting on the 21st. So I have to go to that anyway because it's mandatory. So yeah, so they want us to go there on the 21st of August. So yeah, which they want us to do that anyway. They gave us the open meeting. They want us to go there before we go back to work. So we'll definitely try to be there. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but it's 7 a.m. to 10. So oh, and by the way, guys, the Philadelphia Eagles just had their final mandatory mini camp. So then the rest of the Eagles team will be on summer break, and then the Eagles team will have to. Then the Eagles players will have to come back, and will have to come back probably like around July. Probably like around have to come back like around like the beginning of August because for the action and training camp because come back because they have the preseason and stuff. And then and things like that because they got the preseason games and stuff that really don't count for nothing. But they get because they got the mini camp they had. Now they're gonna come. Then they have a little break, and then they come back for the mandatory training camp, which is they're gonna be doing somewhere like August to kind of get themselves ready for the regular season in September. So it's gonna be exciting for Eagles football to come around. So you're gonna like that because that's gonna be exciting. So we get to see how the Philadelphia Eagles do and stuff like that. For next season. So that's coming in the summer. So hey, what's up, Herbie Humbone? So coming out the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryson Stott in the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs, top second. Here we go. Max Scherzer got a pitch connect for his stock and Rayburn. Ronnie Catch goes balls 1-0. Max Scherzer and then pitch for his stop. Ronnie Catch goes ball 2-0. Max Scherzer and then pitch for his stop. Ronnie Catch goes ball 3-0. Max Scherzer and then pitch for his stop. Ronnie Catch goes strike 1 is 3-1. Max Scherzer and then pitch for his stop. You swing it down with a 5 balls, a 3-2. That's a full count. And Max Scherzer got another pitch for his stock ready for and Bryson Stott asks for a timeout. Yo, and Bryson Stott get right back in the red box to some baseball. What's up, JJ Stone? Yeah, I like your profile picture, JJ Stone. Your profile pictures is the profile picture of Devontae Smith. Yeah, number 6. Yeah, that's our dude right there. He's wide receiver number 1 this season. Yeah, so that's a new role for Devontae Smith being number 1 wide receiver now. And right gonna pitch for stock right when right start flies out to the left field. And right start is out. Right start you 0 for 1. So coming next to bat for the Phillies, we had JT Realmuto next to bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 1 out, top of the second. Here we go. And Max Scherzer got a pitch coming for you, JT Rayburn. You swinging that one as a 5 balls 0-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch coming for you, JT Rayburn. Running catch got a strike 2 0-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch coming for you, JT Rayburn. Running catch got a strike 1-1. He's swinging at the ball 1-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch for JT Rayburn. Running catch got a strike 2 0-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch coming for JT Rayburn. Running catch got the balls 1 and 2. The 6 is hitting in the 2 sixes. Really? I didn't even notice that. Good looking out, son. You noticed that. And Matt Scherzer got another pitch for JT Rayburn. He's swinging that one as a foul. Running catch goes to foul. Running catch goes to ball two with a 2-2. Oh yeah, I do see it. Yeah, 'cause I do see the SI and the X. Yeah, I do see them. And Matt Scherzer got another pitch gonna play JT get away from him. He's swinging that one goes right into the stands, and that's the 5 balls to 2-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch gonna play JT get away from him. JT Reader asked for time on JT Reader because I've never seen no baseball. And Max Scherzer got another pitch for JT get away from him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike three. And JT Reader is out. JT Reader, you 0 for 1 with your first strikeout. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia next to bat the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 2 hours, about top of the second. Here we go. Max Scherzer got a pitch, can everybody Garcia get ready for him. Rodney catch goes the Rolls 1-0. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Garcia get ready for him. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls and 1-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Garcia get ready for him. Rodney catch goes the ball 2 to 2-1. And Max Scherzer's pitch count start was after 40 pitches. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Garcia get ready for him. Rodney catch goes the ball 3 to 3-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Garcia get ready for him. And that is ball form. And Adolis Garcia is Walter who advanced to first base for the Phillies. And this is Adolis Garcia's first ball of the game. Alright. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford connects the bat for the Phillies. You got one free player on first base, 2 outs, start the second. Here we go. Matt Scherzer got a pitch, can everybody Justin get ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is 0-1. Come on, Crawford. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Justin get ready for him. Rodney catcher goes the Rolls 1-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Justin get ready for him. You swing it that one, that's a foul tip, that's a 1-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Justin get ready for him. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls, a 1-2. You swing at that one, that's another 5 balls, still 1-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Justin get ready for him. You swing at that one, that's another 5 balls, still 1-2. Thank you, Flight VSVL. Thank you for the Floating Heart Super Game. And Max Scherzer got another pitch, can everybody Justin get ready for him. And Justin Culver flies out to the center field and Mastro, and Justin Culver's out. Justin Culver, you 0 for 1. Justin Culver, you 0 for 1, and you stranded Adolis Garcia on base. Terrible, and that's 3 outs for the Phillies. So score the Phillies have 1 run, the Blue Jays have 0 runs, and moving on to the bottom of the second, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see what the Blue Jays can do to turn the bat at the bottom of the second. It's still 1 of the Phillies. And the 3 Philly players to the bat at the bottom of the second be your Hendrick, Leo, Vernon, Valencia, and Charles McAdoo. Yeah, let's see my friends next Monday. Cause I missed my friends the day from yesterday. And I'm gonna tell you my friends the day from that is. Where's my friend Scott, my friend Monica, my friend Julie, Pam, that's another one of my friends. Let's see who else. William, that's another one. Scott Revenue, who's my friend too, my friend partner, so that too. Oh, my friend Tony, you know, yeah, thinking about that. And then I missed the staff the day from Jules, Amaya, and Miss Bentley. So those three right there. So you know you got that. You got that into play. So you know. So no, I don't know who you are anyway. Yeah, you can't be involved because I don't know who you are. So, but I can say happy birthday to you. Instead of for crimes, I could do that. Yeah, don't ask me involved because only Star Wars can decide who gets to be involved. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have your Hendrick. When he gonna come to bat for the Blue Jays, no Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Hayes Dollar got a pitch for you. Then you gonna wait for it. Your Hendrick, then you gonna ground out to the shortstop Trey Turner, who threw it to the first baseman Bryce Harper in time. Your Hendrick, then you is out. And if people don't come to the stream asking for mine, don't do that. If it's your first time coming to stream, you don't come to somebody's stream the first time asking for mine, you don't do that. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Brandon Valencia coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 1 out to battle in the second. Here we go. Higgs Dollar got a pitch coming for you. Brandon Valencia, get ready for it. Brandon catch goes to strike with 1. Higgs Dollar got another pitch for you. Brandon Valencia, get ready for it. Brandon catch goes to strike 2 is 0 2. Higgs Dollar got another pitch for you. Brandon Valencia, get ready for it. And Brandon Valencia asks what time on your and Brandon Valencia give up 55 bucks on baseball. Higgs Dollar got another pitch coming for you. Brandon Valencia, get ready for it. Right now, catcher goes to Rose 1 2. And Hayes Dog got another pitch for you. Brandon Valencia, get ready for it. Right now, catcher goes to Rose 2 2. And Hayes Dog got another pitch for you. Brandon Valencia, get ready for it. And Brandon Valencia grounds out to the shortstop Trey Turner, who threw to the first baseman Bryce Harper in time. And Brandon Valencia is out. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Charles McAdoo. Next to bat for the Blue Jays, no Blue Jay players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Here we go. Hayes Dog got a pitch for you. Charles, get ready for it. Right now, catcher goes to Rose 1 Hayes Dog got another pitch for you. Charles, get ready for it. Right now, catcher goes to strike 1 Hayes Dog got another pitch for you. Charles, get ready for it. Right now, catcher goes to Rose 1 Hayes Dog got another pitch for you. Charles, get ready for it. Right now, catcher goes to strike 1 Hayes Dog got another pitch for you. Charles, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is a 1 2. And Hayes Dog got another pitch coming up for you. Charles, get ready for it. Redneck has to go to strike. Redneck has to go to strike three, and Charles McAdoo is out. Charles McAdoo, you got to strike the F out of Hazel. Go sit in that Blue Jay dugout. Yeah. First strike of Hazel, one came. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So score the Blue Phillies have 1-1. The Blue Jays have 0 runners and the second league, gentlemen. Moving on to the third inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the red. Let's see the Phillies can do it. Turn the red at the top of the third. And the 3 Phillies versus the red top of the third will be Kyle Silver, Trey Turner, and Vice Silver. Kyle Silver was 0-1 to strikeout. Trey Turner 0-1 to strikeout. And Vice Silver was 1-1 with a home run, an RBI run. And Jose Hernandez, I'm from Philadelphia, so just want to let you know that. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Kyle Silver coming the bat for the Phillies. No Philly fans on base. 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Max Scherzer got a pitch in the base forward, great for him. He's swinging there and goes right into the grass. And that's a single, and Kyle Silver advanced to first base for the Phillies. And Kyle Silver got a hit. Kyle Silver is 1 for 2, young. And Kyle Silver singles on the ground ball to the second baseman, Charles McAdoo. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Trey Turner. Next to bat for the Phillies, we got 1 Philly fan on first base, 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Max Scherzer got a pitch in the base strike, ready for him. Right in the catch to go. The strike one is 0-1. Come on, Trey. Trey Turner get a hit. Contribute, please, something. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in for Detroit, ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike two is 0-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in for Detroit, ready for him. Right in the catch goes, the ball is 1-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in for Detroit, ready for him. He's swinging that one. That's a foul ball, so 1-2. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in for Detroit, ready for him. He's swinging that one, goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Trey Turner will advance to first base for the Phillies. Trey Turner got a hit, 1 for 1, y'all. He's 1 for 2, y'all. And Trey Turner singles on the ground ball to the center fielder Mastro and Castro advanced second base. So the Phillies have Trey Turner on first base and Castro on second base. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies. We have Philly players on first base and second base. 0 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Max Scherzer got a pitch in the very Bryce ready for him. Running catcher goes the balls 1-0. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. Running catcher goes the ball 2 to 2-0. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike one is a 2-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. And then the pitcher stepped up to him. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. Running catcher goes the ball 3 is a 3-1. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is a 3-2 as a full count. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. And Bryce over expert timeout, your own Bryce over can back in the level 6 on baseball. And Max Scherzer got another pitch in there for you, Bryce ready for him. Well, what you say it ain't so. Bryce Harper, why would you ground into a double play to the first base and Van Jr. to the second base to the shortstop? Earning coming to the pitcher, Matt Sugar, Cowsville advanced to third base, Trey Turner is out of second base, and Bryce Harper is out of first base. Well, now they're going to look at this. The manager challenging this. The Blue Jays manager challenging. Wait, no, is our manager challenging this? Is our manager challenging this? I don't know. Wait a minute, they're challenging this. I don't know which manager is challenging this. So, Stop Valley challenging this shit. You're like, oh, let me look at this again. The call was overturned. The call was overturned, ladies and gentlemen. The call was overturned, so Bryce Harper grounded to a force out to the first base and Van Jr. to the shortstop earning command. Castro advanced to third base. Trey Turner is out at second base, but Bryce Harper advanced to first base. So the Phillies had Bryce Harper on first base and Castro on third base. Plays the corner down. So coming up next to bat the Phillies, we got Brandon Marsh next to bat the Phillies. We got Faye Paris on first base and third base. 1 out, top of the third. Here we go. Max Scherzer got a pitch getting there by Marsh. Great for him. Ronnie catcher got the ball 1-0. And Max Scherzer got another pitch getting there for you, Marsh. Great for him. You swing at that one, that's a 5 balls and 1-1. We say, got to cut the grass today. We'll be in and out of the stream. Oh, you gotta cut the grass in. and Max Scherzer got another pitch getting there by Morris. Great for him. Swing and a miss, and that strike 2 is a 1-2. And Max Scherzer got another base going to play Morris Rayburn. That ball's in the dirt. That's a ball two. The 2-2. And Max Scherzer got another base going to play Morris Rayburn. And Brandon Morris pops out to the shortstop running command. And Brandon Morris is out. Brandon Morris, you open one. Brandon Morris, you open one. You open one. Oh, it is 65 pitches. I know, but Max Scherzer. Hey, I'm back, yo. I'm back, man. Yeah, one connects to the Phillies. No Philly players and Rays. We have Philly players on first base and second base. First base and third base. 2 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. And coming next to the Phillies, we have one next to the Phillies. Got Phillies on first base and third base. 2 outs. Top of the third. Here we go. Man, sure got a pitch to early running catch ball on. Man, sure got a pitch early. Swing nigga, honey, go way with the ball's going. 3-run home run for Alabama. The Phillies stand yet again. The score: the Phillies have 4 runs, the Blue Jays have 0 runs, and the Phillies get the 4. We get a 3-run score in the top of the third thanks to Castro, Bryce Harvin, and Alabama's 3-run home run. Alabama got a hit. Alabama is 1 for 2, y'all. This is Alabama's 8th home run on the 2026 season on a fly ball to left center field. And coming next to bat the Phillies, we have Bryce Stott next to bat the Phillies. No Philly first on base, 0 outs. 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Matt Sugar got a pitch where you start running because it goes ball on new. Matt Sugar gonna pitch stop and it goes ball 2 new. Matt Sugar gonna pitch stop swinging the foul 2-1. Matt Sugar gonna pitch stop when it catch goes to ball 3-1. Matt Sugar gonna pitch stop running catch goes to ball 4. Running catch goes to ball. That is ball 4. And Bryce Stott is walking advance to first base for the field, and this is Bryce Stott's first ball game. So going in next to bat for the Phillies, we had JT Williams next to bat the Phillies. We got 1 Philly player on first base, 2 outs, top of the third. Here we go. Next year, got a pitch for JT running, catch, swing and strike no one. Next year, gonna pitch for JT running, catch, ball no one. And the try to pitch over to the second, the shortstop, try to get Ryan Stott is off, and he's second, takes off, and he's safe at second base. This is Ryan Stott 12 steal on the 26 season on second base. And next year, gonna pitch for JT, and JT Reno grounds out to the third baseman, who's moved on to the first baseman, Redmond Jr., and JT Reno's out. Jason Manning, over 2 with your first strikeout. And that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So score the Phillies have 4 runs. The Blue Jays have 0 runs. Move on to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the red. Let's see the Blue Jays turn the red at the bottom of the third. Now it's 1 of the Phillies. And the 3 Blue Jay players at the bottom of the third will be Miles Straw, Nathan Wilson, George Springer. So coming up the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Miles Straw from the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players no Rays. 0 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Higgs got a pitch for you, Miles. Go for a running catch ball on 1 and Higgs got a pitch Miles on the catch ball 2-0. Higgs got a pitch Miles swinging the foul 2-1. Higgs got a pitch Miles go for Miles Straw flies out to the right fielder. Adol's gonna see him, and Miles Straw is out. Coming next to bat for the Phillies, we got next to the Blue Jays. Got Nathan Wilson next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay first on base. 1 out, bottom of the third. Here we go. Higgs over got a pitch for Nathan running catch goes strike 1. And Higgs over got a pitch Nathan running catch goes strike 2-2. And Higgs other than officially Nathan running catch ball 1 and 2. Higgs other than officially Nathan get waiting for a swing. The reason that strike 3 and Nathan moves out. Nathan moves out strike to ever for Higgs other. Considering that Blue Jay devil get in. Second strike out for Higgs other 2 Ks. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have George Springer coming next to the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. Higgs other got officially George running catch ball 1 0. Higgs other than officially George running catch ball 2 0. Higgs other than officially George swinging. The reason that strike 2 is 1 and 2. Higgs other than officially George running catch ball 3-1. Higgs other than officially George waiting, and that is ball 4. And George Springer is walking against the first base for the Blue Jays. Let's go. He's already walking first base of the game had to be George Springer. So coming in next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Vladimir Jr. Next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have 1 Blue Jay on first base. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Here we go. He's already officially Vladimir running catch ball 1 0. He's looking for Steve Batman to go 2-0. He's looking for Steve Batman to go to 3-0. He's looking for Steve Batman, and that is well for him. Batman goes Jr. is ball to the first base for the Blue Jays. We go Hayes Dodge walking second round again. Happy Batman goes Jr. So the Blue Jays have Batman goes Jr. on second base, on first base, and George Springer on second base. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Ernie Kamick next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got Blue Jay players on first base and third base, first base and second base, 2 outs, top of the bottom of the third. Here we go. Hayes Dodge got a pitch for you. For your Ernie running because swing strike 1. He's looking at pitch to Ernie swinging the 5-1-2. He's looking at pitch Ernie swinging and that's strike 3. Ernie coming is out. Ernie coming got strike F over Hayes Dodge go sitting at Blue Jays again. Third strike over Hayes Dodge 3 Ks. And that's 3 outs to the Blue Jays. So the Blue Jays have 4 runs. The Phillies have 0 runs. That's in the third way, gentlemen. We move on to the fourth inning, gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn to bat to the Phillies and turn back to top of the fourth. Now it's one of the Phillies. And the 3 Philly players are at the top of the fourth. We have Doles Garcia, Justin Corbin, and Kyle Swilling. And Doles Garcia is got a walk. Justin Corbin is 0 for 1, and then Kyle Swilling is 1 for 2 with a run and a strikeout. Coming to bat for the Phillies, you have Doles Garcia coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs to the top of the fourth. Here we go. Make sure they got a pitch going to go see go before swinging the 5-1. And make sure they're going to pitch go see it because go strike 2-1-2. Make sure they're going to pitch go see it swing the 5-1-2. And make sure they're going to pitch go see it swing and that's right. There you go. That's 12 there. So we had those were sticking to the Phillies, no Philly players on base. 0 outs top of the fourth. Here we go. Next we're gonna pitch against him, swinging 5-1, and next we're gonna pitch against him, one catch strike 2-2, and next we're gonna pitch against him, swinging 5-0-2, and swinging that's strike 3, and those are those team over 1. I'm gonna see you over 1. Coming next to bat the Phillies, you have Justin Corbin next to bat the Phillies, no Philly players on base. 1 out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Make sure we got a pitch coming in for you. Justin waiting for a swing at 5-1. Make sure we pitch you Justin swing at 5-2. Make sure we pitch you Justin swing and go right in the grass. And that's a single. And Justin Cover man's the first base for the field. Justin Cover got a hit. Justin Cover is 1 for 2, y'all. And Justin Cover singles on a ground ball to the third baseman, Kuzma Akamudu. So, and I was a pitch change for the Blue Jays. So make sure it's done pitching today. And coming to pitch to the Blue Jays, we may sing the 14. Are you thinking it's the me on Star Wars, or are you talking about the person in the chain? So coming out the bat for the Phillies, we had next to bat the Phillies, we had Kyle Sorgan next to bat the Phillies. We had one favor in first base, one out the fourth, Henry Young. And Mason for Thursday, the other pitch couldn't for you, and Silver Gavin. And Mason for Thursday, throw a pitch over to his first base and Van Jr. to make sure that Justin Coleman got the first base bat, pick it one at first base. And Mason for Thursday got another pitch couldn't face Silver Gavin for one. Running catch goes the balls 1-0. And Mason for Thursday got a pitch couldn't for you, Silver Gavin for one. Running catch goes strike 1, and Mason in the fifth base for away for one. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls and 1 and 2. Take us the allergies acting up because you ain't go outside. It was starting like allergies, so yeah, that's why it's acting up. Because in the allergies that starting to get bad, that's how my nose started to be like that. Which I hate that. Doesn't mean I'm sick of just allergy season, which I hate that. And Mason got another pitch, kind of face forward, go away for it. That ball's in the dirt, the ball 2 is a 2 and 2. And Mason got another pitch, face forward, go away for it. He's swinging that one's a 5 balls, a 2 and 2. And Mason got another pitch, kind of face forward, go away for it. He's swinging that one, that's a 5 balls, a 2 and 2. Shout out to the 2 people watching. Thank you for the 8 likes. So coming in next to bat for the Mexican that pitch we saw go 8 for it. He's swinging that one to another 5 balls, still 2 and 2. And Mexican that pitch we saw he's swinging that go high nickel with it to the balls going, gone. 2-run home run for Castro, and the Phillies are still in yet again. So score the Phillies have 6 runs, the Blue Jays have 0 runs, and the Phillies we had a 2-1 score. And the top of the fourth, thanks to Justin Crawford and Castro a solo home and 2-run home run. Castro got another hit. He's 2 for 3 on. And this is Castle's 24th home run on the 2026 season on a 5 balls to center field. Now it's 6-0 Phillies. We gave Hayes on a 6 runs reports. Yo, we in the fourth inning. We got 6 home runs. And we got 2 home runs. 1 for Bryce Harper solo shot and a 2-run home run by. Wait, we got 3 home runs in this game. 1 solo home run shot from Bryce Harper, a 3-run home run by Alec Boone, and a 2-run home run by Kyle Schwarber. So Harper, Boone, and Schwarber hit a home run in this game. Can I say 3 things that gotta go in the right way? Did I just say that in the right way? Yes, I did. Yeah, I did say that. Y'all. Did I say the right names? Yeah, you know, that's what I'm talking about. The home runs are telling you. 6 nothing on you, damn Blue Jays head. I did say that right. Yep, I did say it right. Harper, Bowman, and Swivel hit home runs. White Sox home runs was a solo shot to start off the season. Then Alabama hit a solo home run that gave us the lead of 4-0. Then Castro hit a home run and made the 2-1 shot that made 6-0. Yeah, you know, it's June and Castro out hitting home runs, y'all. Coming next to bat the Phillies, we had Trey Turner next to bat the Phillies. No Philly Bears or Rays. 2 outs, 1 out, top of the fourth. Here we go. Mason got a pitch for Trey, running catch, go strike one. Mason no pitch to Trey, was swinging the foul to 0-2. Mason no pitch to Trey, running catch, go 1-2. Mason got another pitch for Trey, wait for him. And Trey Turner strikes on the foul too. Trey Turner's out. Trey Turner, you 1 for 3 with your second strikeout. So coming next to bat the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper next to bat the Phillies. No Philly Bears on base. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Here we go. Harper Nation. And Mason got a pitch, gonna play Bryce, get ready for it. Running catch goes, strike 1-1. Mason got another pitch for Bryce, get ready for it. Running catch goes, the ball 1-1. Mason got another pitch for Bryce, running catch goes, the ball 2-1. Mason got another pitch for Bryce, running catch, swinging that one's a 5-ball to 2-2. I know, there you go, Slim. You're 6-0. Look at this. I know. The Phillies gonna take game 3. We're gonna take 2 out of 3 from the Blue Jays. Why? Because we won Monday night. We're gonna win tonight. So the W do took 2 out of 3, and then we got a date with the Brewers on Friday night. So it's not gonna take a long time for the Phillies to take a plane ride from Toronto, Canada to Milwaukee. So it ain't gonna take that long. So yeah. And Mason got another pitch, gonna play Bryce, great for you. Swinging as a 5-ball 2-2. Mason got another pitch for Bryce, swinging at another 5-ball still 2-2. And Mason got another pitch, gonna play Bryce, ready for him. And Bryce Harper grounds out sharply to the shortstop, earning command to the first baseman, Van McGregor Jr. And Bryce Harper's out. Bryce Harper, you 1 for 3. And that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So score the Phillies have 6 runs, the Blue Jays have 0 runs. That's influence at the bottom of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. As the Blue Jays turn the red, let's see the Blue Jays new turn the red at the bottom of the fourth. Now 6-0 Phillies. And the 3 Blue Jay players do the red at the bottom of the fourth be Kuzma, Akamoto, Yoel Hendrick, Penigo, and Brandon Valencia. That's the 3 people right there that Star Wars said that hit home runs. So everything's fixing the house, guys. We got the water line fixed, and then we able to let the water go down, so that was great for that one. And then we also got the thing with the hose in the front fixed, so that's great for that one. We got that fixed. And then we just got the hot water turned back on, so everything's good now. And then I'll give you all the updates if my girlfriend feels better. So I will text her next if she's feeling better and everything, so you can get the updates and stuff. So I'll let you know the updates on the next stream. She's feeling much better. So I did ask her if she's not feeling too good on Saturday to do doing the video call thing with us. We don't have to watch the episode. We can move it to another day if she want to do that. And then that way we could kind of do that if she wants to do that. So we could switch the one on the 20th and move that down if she wants to. You can just switch things around and make up for it, if you want to do that. So, but you still want to do it on that Saturday, we can still do it. It all depends how she's feeling. It's just testing her Saturday morning. If she still wants to do watching the Gridlock episode. So we'll just see, if she's able to still have the energy to do the video call as well. So it's all up to her. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we got Kuzma Okamoto against the bat for the Blue Jays. Coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, no Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs, bottom of the fourth. Here we go. He's all got a pitch coming in for you. Kuzma running catch goes ball 2-0. He's all got a pitch for Kuzma running catch goes ball 2-0. He's all got a pitch for Kuzma running swing and miss strike 1 is a 2-1. He's all got a pitch for Kuzma get ready for it. Running catch goes ball 3 is a 3-1. Yellow's out. We gave you 6 runs. So that's a good thing. That gives you some confidence right there. So now you just need to get some strikeouts, Lozardo. That's all we need out of you. The offense did that far, now you got to do yours. And here's the other got another pitch for you. Kuzma get ready for him. Right now, catch goes at strike 2. It's a 3-2 with a full count. And here's the other got another pitch for you. Kuzma get ready for him. Swing and a miss, now strike three. And Kudo Moto is out. Kudo Moto got strike the F out by Hayes Auto, sitting that Blue Jays down. Yeah, again. Four strike out for Hayes Auto, 4 Ks. Let's see what else. So coming, okay. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Young Benino comes next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. But now, bottom of the fourth, here we go. Hayes Auto got a fifth sweep, and he's going to get ready for it. Running catch goes strike number one. Hayes Auto got that fifth sweep, and he's going to get ready for it. That's the Hernandez of the Blue Jays. And Eugenio lines out to the shortstop Trey Turner. And Eugenio is out. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Brandon Valerina. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 2 outs, top of the bottom of the fourth. Here we go. Hayes Auto got a pitch for you, Brandon Valerina. Get ready for it. You swing it down. That's a 5-0 on one. And Hayes Auto got another pitch coming for you, Brandon Valerina. Get ready for it. Right now, catch goes. The ball's 1-1. And Hayes Auto got another pitch for you, Brandon Valerina. Get ready for it. Well, you swing it down. That's a 5-0 on 1 and 2. And Hayes Auto got another pitch for you, Brandon Valerina. Get ready for it. He's swinging at the 5-1 and 2. And Hayes Auto another pitch for you, Brandon Valerina. Get ready for it. He's swinging at another 5-0, still 1 and 2. And Hayes Auto got another pitch for you, Brandon Valerina. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's another 5-0, still 1 and 2. And Hayes Auto another pitch for you, Brandon. Get ready for it. Swing and miss. That's strike 3. If anyone is out, if anyone is got strike the F out, but Hayes Auto will send that Blue Jay down. Yeah. Pitch strike out for Hayes Auto 5 Ks. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So the score is the Phillies have 6 runs, the Blue Jays have 0, and that's the end of the 4, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies need to turn the bat top of 6. And the 3 Phillies players the bat top of 6 to me. Wait. I'm going in. So it's 3 outs for Phillies. Let's go. The Phillies have 6 runs, the Blue Jays have 0 at the end of the 4, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the fifth inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies need to see what the Phillies need to turn the bat top of the fifth. Now it's 6 0 Phillies. And the 3 Philly players the bat top of the fifth. We Vernon Marsh, Alec Boone, and Bryce Stott. Vernon Marsh is over 1 with a walk. Alec Boone is over 2 with a home run and 3 RBI and a run. And Bryce Stott is over 1 with a walk and a stolen base. And guys, I'm still working on my plan for the MLB The Show 26. Well, I haven't done the videos for a while because it's hard to get up to the AAA, man. They made it so hard. You gotta complete the goals right, and then get called up because you gotta complete the other goals, not just the overall. You also gotta get the other stuff completed too, and then you get called up, and it's just tough. It's tough, though. It's not like MLB The Show 25 was easy to get called up. Like this one is like it's hard, though. It made it so hard, though. It's so doggone hard. It's like literally like getting a call. It's like not easy because when they had that gold stuff in there, that was a cool feature. But now it's starting to be like it's hard to even get called up. I mean, people who play the game out there playing called up and everything, so they know exactly what they're doing. So and, they hit I'm struggling. So Ben James for the Blue Jays. So the Mason for the Jays done pitch tonight. Coming to pitch for the Blue Jays. Retirement wins. So coming. Okay. So coming up the bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Morris coming to bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. South the fifth. Here we go. Tommy Nance got the pitch. Coming Brandon Morris. Ready for him. Rodney's catch the gloves. The ball's 1-0. And Tommy Nance got another pitch. Coming Brandon Morris. Ready for him. Rodney's catch the gloves. The ball 2-0. And Tommy Nance got another pitch. Coming Brandon Morris. Ready for him. Rodney's catch the gloves. The ball 3-0. Yeah, we kind of do. In this game, we do. And Tommy Nance got another pitch. Coming Brandon Morris. Ready for him. Rodney's catch the gloves. That strike one is a 3-1. Yeah, glad they made the early semester tomorrow for the school kids. They did that. They did that. Because they didn't want the kids to be in school all day with the heat and stuff. So they made the early semester day for the all 52 schools that ain't got air conditioning. That was smart though. And tomorrow in my school, we only go feed fourth, third, and second. So fourth grade is gonna eat at 10 o'clock. And then second and third grade is gonna eat at 10:30, and then at 11 and then 11 o'clock is gonna be second graders. So it's gonna be fourth grade from 10 o'clock to 10:30. Then it's gonna be third grade from 10:30 to 11, and then it's gonna be the second grade from 11 to 11:30, and then they leave at 12:15 and shit. So and then they get to go home because they eat and stuff. So and the staff get to go too because for the food service people because we don't want to stay in the school that long because it's gonna be bad for us anyway. So that's smart that they did that because they made it easier for us to be able to get out early too, so that way we don't get in the heat all day. And then Friday we had to come in and just to kind of close everything down and everything, and then that's it. We don't have to come back to our silent schools until the 24th. So that's gonna be one thing, and my manager did say to me that I should do better next year with the whole make sure I get enough news in there for when it comes to the pizza thing, and I will definitely try to do that. Because I need to go better on that part. So which I could definitely try to do. And when terminated the fishing mode, the random rush runs out to the third base and counts to the first base and random rush is out. Random rush, you over two. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, you have Vice start next to bat the Phillies. You're going next to bat the Phillies. You have Elvon next to bat the Phillies. No Philly players on base. Going out top of the sixth, top of the fifth. Here we go. Tommy Nance got pitch. You have Elvon catch goes 1-0. 1-0. Tommy Nance and then pitch. You have to wait for Elvon grounds out to the third baseman. Cooks on the moves to the first baseman. Let go, Jr. And Elvon was out. Elvon, you 1 for 3. So coming up next to battle the Phillies, we have Bryson Stock next to battle the Phillies. No Philly first on base. 2 outs. Top of the fifth. Here we go. Tommy Nance got a pitch for his Stock. Away for a running catch goes balls 1-0. Tommy Nance got a pitch for Stock. Running catch goes strike 1-1. Tommy Nance got a pitch for Stock. Swinging at the foul was 1-2. Tommy Nance got a pitch for his Stock. Away for it. He's swinging at another foul ball still 1-2. Tommy Nance got a pitch for his Stock. Away for it. Running catch goes ball 2-2-2. And Tommy Nance got another pitch for his Stock. Away for it. You swing it that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Bryce Star will advance to first base for the Phillies. And Bryce Star got a hit, he's 1 for 2, y'all. Bryce Star got a hit, he's 1 for 2, y'all. And Bryce Star singles on a line drive to the center field of Milestone. What's up, Winsteads? Yeah, Winsteads. The Phillies got 6 runs. And you know how they got about home runs. Because Bryce Star hit a solo shot to get us the first run, the board made 1-0. Then Alabone hit a home run and like whatever inning, I forget the inning it was. And then we moved up to 4-0. Yeah, so you know, and then Kyle Schwarber just hit a home run the last inning, made it and gave us 2 more runs. So yeah, because Bryce Harper's first home run was a solo shot, Alabone's home run was a 3-run shot, so that made it 4-0 there. Then Kyle Schwarber hit a 2-run home run to make it 6-0. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. So coming in next to battle the Phillies, we got J.T. Moon next to battle the Phillies. We got 1 Philly fan first base, 0 out, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth, top of the fifth. Here we go. Tommy Nance got a pitch for JT. Running catch goes strike 1. Tommy Nance got a pitch for JT. Swinging at the foul was 0-2. And Tommy Nance got a pitch for JT. Get ready for him. JT Mina grounds out to the third base and comes around and moves up to the first base and Vladimir Jr. And Tommy Nance and JT Mina is out. JT Mina, you're 0 for 3 with your first strikeout. JT Mina, you're 0 for 3 with your first strikeout, and you're staring at Bryce Stott on base. That's terrible. That's 3 outs to the Phillies. So it's go. The Phillies have 6 runs. The Blue Jays have 0 runs. We went to the bottom of the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see the Blue Jays here. Turn the bat. Bottom of the fifth. Still 6 on the Phillies. And the 3 Blue Jay players to the bat at the bottom of the fifth will be Charles McAdoo, Miles Straw, and Nathan Moons. Now to answer your questions, Wednesdays, did Garcia get a hit in this game? I'm gonna answer that question for you right there, Wednesdays. No, he did not. He's those Garcia is 0 for 1 in this game. He's 0 for 1 and he got his first strikeout. Well, he walked the first at bat he had. The next one he struck out, so his first at bat he walked and he didn't get no hit yet, and then the next at bat, which is his first one, was a strikeout. So the first time he walked, so that didn't count. He didn't get no hit then. But then the first at bat that he had, once he got his first strikeout on one, because the one he had, then he didn't get no. It wasn't no walk. It was just a walk. So that didn't count. It wasn't hit there. But the next at bat he had was his first at bat, which is a strikeout. So pretty much, yeah, you gonna answer that question. So you was a pitcher in Win States. I did not know that. You never told us that. You never told us that information. Well, he didn't ride the Phillies because Adolfo said did hit a home run in yesterday's game against the Blue Jays yesterday. He did. So technically, yesterday he did good. So so yeah, so he hit one yesterday. So Douglas even getting his power back. So technically, he's not all that terrible in the beginning. So but Hayes Auto had a good game Wednesday. So you just want to know that. Means Hayes Auto had a good game. Yeah, give Hayes Auto that kind of credit right there. So coming up the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Charles McAdoo coming to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs, 5 in the fifth. Here we go. He's only got a pitch for you, Charles. Running catch goes, strike 1. He's only no pitch for you, Charles. Running catch goes, balls 1. He's only no pitch for you, Charles. Swinging the miss, strike 2 is 1-2. He's only no pitch for you, Charles. Great point. And Charles McAdoo asks for a timeout, y'all. And Charles McAdoo give up in the Vegas system baseball. And he's only got no pitch for you, Charles. Great point. Running catch goes at strike 3. And Charles McAdoo got strike the F out. Hey, Charles McAdoo, you got strike the F out for the second time. But Hayes Auto gonna sit in that Blue Jay tail. Yeah. 6 strikeout for Hayes Auto, 6 Ks. Yeah, you can't say that for Hayes Auto. So when Stacks did, that's not true. You gotta say it for Christopher Sanchez because you saying that was Auto like nah. Yeah, Sanchez is because Hayes Auto was struggling this season a little bit. So yeah, So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Miles Straw. Next to bat for the Blue Jays, no Blue Jay players on base. 1 out, top 5 in the fifth. Here we go. Hayes Auto got a pitch getting for you. Miles, go wait for it. Right now, catch goes the balls 1-0. Hayes Auto got a pitch for Miles. Right now, catch goes strike 1-1-1. Hayes Auto got another pitch for Miles, go wait for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-2-1. Hayes Auto got another pitch for Miles, go wait for it. And Miles Straw asks for time on y'all. And Miles Straw get right in the red box system of baseball. Yeah, because the Sanders having a Cy Young season. Yeah, because if his dog was doing the same thing like Christopher Sanchez Star Wars, then your statement would be correct. But yeah, it's not right now. His dog got another face connect for you, Miles Grayborn. Because then that don't make no sense. But you said. You swing that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single, and Miles Straw remains the first base for the Blue Jays. And Miles Straw singles on the ground ball to the third baseman, Alabama. Dang it, Alabama. Yeah, I think Christopher Sanders should be the All-Star game pitcher. If he's not, if Christopher Sanders is not chosen as the National League All-Star game pitcher, is not chosen as the National League All-Star pitcher, we're gonna have a problem because then I'm gonna be like, if they pick Paul Skeens to be the National League pitcher for the All-Star game, I'm gonna be like, you know what, you just hating on Christopher Sanders then. But then I get that with you. So. Wait, no. So coming up next to bat the Blue Jays, we have Nathan Lewis next to bat the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players. Got one Blue Jay player on first base. 1 out. 5 in the fifth. Hit gun. Higgs over got pitch for Nathan go for swing that go right in the grass and that's a single. Nathan Lewis advanced the first base for the Blue Jays. Nathan Lewis singles on the ground ball to the center fielder Justin Crawford. Then Justin Crawford and Miles Stroh advanced to second base. So the Blue Jays had Nathan Lewis on first base and Miles Stroh on second base. And they got a round visit. I might be going to another vacation in November. Really easy to stop Wednesdays. But we're gonna miss you in November the Wednesdays. If you're going on vacation, we're gonna miss you though. In the streams and stuff, so you have them with the VVS next week. Oh well, if you're doing that Star Wars, you're gonna miss you in the streams though. If you're doing that. So coming next to bat with the Blue Jays, we have George Springer coming next to bat with the Blue Jays. And we got Blue Jay playing on first base, second base, 1 out, 5 in the fifth. Here we go. And Jesus' daughter got a pitch coming for George Grayboy. He's swinging that with the 5 balls on 1. And Jesus' daughter got that pitch coming for George Grayboy. He's swinging that with the 5 balls on 2. Oh, that's Vocational Bible School. Okay, that's what it stands for. Thank you for saying what that was when it says. I was about to ask you what is VBS stand for. So good thing you explained what it stands for because I didn't know. No, I don't watch VeggieTales. I don't know. I never watched VeggieTales when I was a kid. I don't think I ever did. And he's all got no pitch for George Grayborn. Swinging the miss, not strike three. And George Swing got strike out. You got strike that out the second time by Hayes Auto. Go sitting there, Blue Jay Thugger. Yeah. 7 strikeout for Hayes Auto, 7 Ks. I don't think I ever did. But I did watch Franklin when Star Wars. I mean, what's that? I did watch Franklin when I grew up. I watched Franklin when I watched Franklin. You know about the one about the turtle. I watched Franklin. I watched Little Bear. You know that bear. I watched what else did I watch? When I was a little kid. Oh, I watched the Hundred Acre Woods with Winnie the Pooh and all that stuff. Winnie the Pooh and his friends, Piglet, Tigger, all that stuff. So I did watch that one. Let's see what else I watched. Oh, I did watch stuff on Disney Channel like Roly Poly Oly. I watched that one. I think what else did I watch? That was on Disney. Oh, I watched the Wiggles. I did watch that as a kid. The Wiggles, you know that was great. Let's see what else. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah, I did watch that. Let's see what else. And on PBS, I watched Barney and stuff on PBS. I did watch that. Don't don't say anything about that because I did watch that. I did watch that. I did watch Caillou growing up too. I did watch Caillou as a kid. As a kid, I did watch Caillou. You know, if you know Caillou, you know the show Caillou. Hello. And what else I watched? And I watched Arthur too. You know Arthur, the kid with the glasses and stuff. You know the rabbit. Yeah, Arthur. That was the longest running show on PBS before he got canceled. Because Caillou got canceled first, and then Arthur kept running on. The show kept running on until it got canceled on PBS. But still, that was another one. Let's see what else. Can't think of anything else. Yeah, yeah. So those are funny ones of shows I did watch. You know. Yeah. So that I can think of that I did watch. So you know. Yeah, Caillou. I watched. I did watch Little Bill. I watched Little Bill as well. That's a good one. Little Bill, the show that's produced by Bill Cosby. So you know, I did watch that. Let's see what else. I watched Father Builder. I watched Father Builder a little bit. Couldn't get into that, but you know, I mean, you know. I want to get into that one. So you know, stuff like that. So you know, yeah, Caillou is a show that is really good. So yeah, so coming in next. Oh, okay. Coming in next to bat the coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Vladimir Jr. next to bat for the Blue Jays. You got one Blue Jay. You got Blue Jay players on first base and second base. 2 outs, top of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth. Here we go. He's other got a pitch for you. Next to have the Blue Jays, you got Nathan Moose. Next to have we got Vladimir Jr. Next to have the Blue Jays, you got Blue Jay players on first and second base. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Here we go. He's other got a pitch for you. Vladimir running catch the ball now. He's other gonna hit you. Vladimir was swinging to strike one. He's other gonna pitch you. Vladimir running catch swinging the ball 1-2. He's gonna pitch you. Vladimir running catch the ball 2-2. He's gonna pitch you. Vladimir with the ball in the dirt. The ball 3-2 for him. He's talking about you, Vladimir. But Nathan Lewis was caught stealing second base by the catcher JT Marino to the second base and right start to the first base in about 7 times. And Nathan loses out. That's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So it's going the Phillies have 6-1. The Blue Jays have 0-1. Let's end the fifth inning, German. Moving on to the sixth inning, German. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's do the Phillies new to turn the bat top of six. And the three Philly players bat top of six. We have Those Garcia, Justin Crawford, and Kyle Schwarber. Those Garcia is over 1 as walking the strikeout. Justin Crawford is 1 for 2 to run. And Kyle Schwarber is 2 for doing a home run and strikeout in it. And a two RBIs. Yeah, the time back to go sneeze, y'all. Star Wars. Guess what? Guess who's coming in the game next, y'all? We got trouble in the forecast, y'all. Trouble in the forecast, y'all. And why I say trouble in the forecast? Because yeah, Jeff Hoffman. There you go. I was gonna say that right then there. Oh, well, I top 7, my man. Ooh, damn. It's gonna hear you. See what happens when you don't when you do stuff too much, then you gonna run in here. If you know, you know. What's up, Winston? What's going on? So pitching change for the Blue Jays. So Tommy Nance is down the pitch tonight. Coming to pitch for the Blue Jays will be Jeff Hoffman. Coming on the bat for the Phillies, we have Adolis Garcia. Coming to bat for the Phillies, no Philly pairs on base. 0 outs, top of 6 inning. He's Jeff Hoffman got the pitch. Coming to Garcia. Go wait for a running catch. Goes balls on him. Jeff Hoffman got the pitch. Garcia. Go wait for Adolis Garcia. That's what Tommy on Adolis Garcia. Go out in the bat by 6 on base for him. Jeff Hoffman got the pitch. Coming for you. Garcia. Go wait for swinging at the 5-1. Jeff Hoffman got the pitch. Garcia. Go wait for swinging at the 5-1-2. And Jeff Hoffman got another pitch where you go see it go wait for him. And he's swinging that when there's another 5-0, still 1-2. What's the question, Star? What's the question, Winston? What's the question you want to ask? What's the question? And Jeff Hoffman got another pitch where you go see it go wait for him. And those go see it grounds out to the third base and Kuzma Atun goes to the first base and Raymond goes to Jr. And those go see is and those go see it. You over 2 with your first strikeout and you ran up out there in the 196. Then should the Phillies get a new catcher at the end of the deadline? Why? Why you say that? What's wrong with JT? JT is a good catcher. Why you thinking about that? We got JT. We got Weapon Showing and we got Garrett Stubbs. Why we can catcher for him? JT's not terrible though. JT's not terrible, Winston. So yeah, but we don't need a new catcher. JT struggles sometimes, but he's still a good defender. So he's not terrible. And JT really hits home runs here and there. So he's not bad at it. So I don't think getting a new catcher would be a good idea because. So coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Justin Crawford. Next to bat for the Phillies, no Philly fans on base. 1 out, top of 6. Here we go. Jeff Hoffman got another pitch coming in for you. Got a pitch coming in for you, Justin. Wait for it. Running catch goes strike 1. Jeff Hoffman got another pitch for you, Justin. He's swinging at the foul was on 2. And Jeff Hoffman got another pitch for you, Justin. Wait for it. He's swinging that when there's another foul ball still on 2. I think just because somebody's struggling doesn't mean you get them off the team like that. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's my opinion. The JT only going to win because you're not going to find somebody who's good at defending like that. Because I've seen all the other catchers for other teams, and I don't think we want any of those people on the Phillies now. And Jeff Hoffman got another pitch going to be Justin Waver. Running catch goes to Walls 1-2. And Jeff Hoffman got another pitch for Justin Waver. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls 1-2. And I don't think we need anybody else like that because you get rid of JT, the Phillies are screwed because yeah, so that's just one thing. That's okay. You asked the question once next. It's okay. Don't say that once that you're not intelligent. Come on now. Everybody's intelligent in their own way, so don't say you ain't. And Jeff Hoffman got another pitch going to Justin Wayborn. Running catch goes to ball 2 to 2-2. I don't know everything about baseball, really. I don't. I'm learning as it goes. I don't know everything about baseball, I really don't. Yeah, I went to college, but do I know everything about baseball? No, I don't. I don't know the history of baseball. I really don't. I really don't know the history of baseball. I really don't know too much about all that stuff. I really don't know. I don't even know the Phillies history of the Phillies baseball history. I really don't know about any of the players on any of the Phillies legendary teams like the 1993 team or the 1983 team or the 2018. I don't know too much because I never watched baseball during those years, so I don't know nothing about those stuff. So I don't know about that one. So if you ask me do I know anything about John Crook who played baseball? I don't know not a damn thing about the man. Or Ryan Howard or none of that stuff. I don't know none about those people. So yeah. And Justin Carver pops out to the first baseman. Raymond Jr. in foul territory and Justin Carver's out. Justin Carver, you 1 for 3. Coming up next to the Phillies, we had the Cowboys next to the Phillies, no Philly fans on base, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Jeff Holman got a pitch to score. Running catch goes the ball 1-0. Jeff Holman got a pitch to score. Running catch goes the ball 2-0. Jeff Holman got a pitch to score. Swing and miss. Strike one is a 2-1. Yeah. I don't even know too much about the Sixers history, really. Like, they can say names like Iverson, Dr. J, and all that stuff, but do I really know the history of him? Playing the Sixers that much? I really didn't know. So, I really don't know too much about that. I know about the current Sixers and the current Phillies, but I don't know nothing about the past ones, so, the Phillies and Sixers, so. Well, even the Eagles, but I did watch the Eagles there around the time when Donovan McNabb was the quarterback, so I kind of knew that. But farther beyond that, yeah, don't know way back, don't know too much. And Jeff Holman got another pitch for you, so we're ready for it. And that is running catch goes ball 3-1. Jeff Holman got another pitch for you, so we're and that is ball 4. And Castlewood is Walden Vance, the first base for the film. Castlewood and this is Castlewood's first ball of the game. So coming next to the Phillies, we have Trey Turner next to the Phillies. We got one free fan first base, 2 outs, about top of the 6th inning. Jeff Holman got a pitch, getting for Troy, get ready for it. Running catch goes the balls 1-0. Jeff Holman got another pitch for you, Troy, get ready for it. He's swinging that one's a 5 balls 1-1. And the only reason why I started learning stuff about John Cook is when it was showing those documentaries when John Cook was like voicing over the 1993 team, talking about like all the stuff they went through when he played. And even when John Cook's talking about when he played baseball and all that stuff, it's like, man, he's learning about the person, even though I never watched him playing when he was a Philly. So, and I do have video. I do have like the World Series and the NLCS for the 2008 Phillies team, which I could watch and kind of learn some stuff. You know, because I wasn't watching baseball in that year. So, mhm. And Jeff Hoffman got an face for you, got a face getting for you, try running catch the ball on. I'm gonna face you, try running catch the ball on, swinging the five one. Jeff Hoffman gonna face you, try swinging the strike 2-1-2. Jeff Hoffman gonna face you, try running catch the strike 3. And Trey Turner's Trey Turner, you 1-for-4 with your third strikeout. And you stranded Castro on base. Terrible. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. Let's go. The Phillies at 6-1. The Blue Jays at 0-1. And went on to the bottom of the 6th. Gentlemen, it's the Blue Jays turning red. See the Blue Jays continue to turn red. The bottom of the 6th. And the 3 Blue Jay players to the red. The bottom of the 6th to be Batman Guerrero Jr., Oni Kamek, and Kuzma Akamoto. Yeah, Trey Turner has been consistent. Yeah, so you can get that. Trey Turner has been consistent. Yeah. Oh, and I just heard, guys. I was reading the report yesterday, guys, where they said that Johan Rojas is, supposed to do supposed to start like his rehab assignment thingy on today. But now we also heard that after where Johan Rojas' 80-game suspension is up, Johan Rojas will not be playing any baseball in 2026 because of the injury that he has on his leg or some injury he has. So Johan Rojas will not be playing baseball this year because of the injury he has. So that's a good thing. So anybody who's a Johan Rojas fan, he's not going to be coming up to the major league team because he got an injury and he's out for the 2026 season. So even though when his suspension is up, he's not coming back. So that means that Justin Carter will be out every day center fielder. So that's some information for all y'all if you did not know that. So there you go. So that's information right there for people who did not know that. So I read a report on that, and so that's sad for Rojas that he got injured. But so coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the bat for the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jay players on base, 0 outs, 5 if you. Jesus Auto got a pitch connect for you, Vladimir. Ready for it. And swing it out, when the catch goes to strike 1 1. Vladimir, and Hayes was also gonna pitch Vladimir Guerrero for his swing as the foul was on 2. And Hayes was also gonna pitch Vladimir Guerrero for it. Runner catch goes the balls 1 and 2. And Hayes was also gonna pitch Vladimir Guerrero for it. You swing it that one, that's a foul ball. Runner catch goes the ball 2 to 2 and 2. Running catch goes balls 1 and 2, and he's also gonna pitch Vladimir. Running catch goes balls 2 and 2. Oh, they got the advertisement for the Tuesday 5 day in on the thing on the field in the back rolling on the field for that movie coming out this month. So, hey guys, if you love the Toy Story franchise, take your kids to go see Toy Story 5. If you love that one, cause Toy Story 5 this time around is gonna be about Jessie the cowgirl. So, and so she's gonna the middle story is gonna be about her. So. It's also gonna be about like toys versus tech. So toys versus tech. So it's gonna be toys versus the lily pad like iPad. So it's gonna be about Bonnie getting a new type of toy. But it's a lily pad iPad. So pretty much the lily pad's iPad. What you can learn and look up things and do stuff better. It's technology. Cause with Ronnie's friends in the toys they probably make fun of her still playing with toys and stuff, playing with like toys like cowgirl dolls and all these other stuff, playing all these different toys that Annie gave her, and they making fun of her playing with that when her friends are using technology iPads and stuff now, and and she wanted to play with her friends, so she decided to get her parents to get her really bad, and now the toys are fighting between like getting extinct again because now cause now everybody's into tech, and they said that Bonnie still needs them. That's what Jesse's saying. So pretty much the story this time around is all about Jessica Cowgirl. If you love Jessica Cowgirl from Toy Story 2, this is gonna be about her. And we might get to see we might get to relive Jesse's past again with her previous owner Emily. So we get to see like that kind of thing, like what led to why she gave up and stuff. So we're gonna get to see that. So it's gonna be a good one. So. And I think that's the last movie that Tom Hanks is going to be doing. The Tom Hanks said that the Toy Story 5 is going to be his last time playing playing Woody. So Tom Hanks was move on to other projects. So it's the last time he would do the voice of Woody. So because Tom Hanks been doing the voice of Woody since the first Toy Story movie. So yeah, so this be his last one. So. Yeah, be his last one. So he's also got Penny Batman running catch goes strike on one. He's also got Batman swinging the foul on 2. He's also got Batman running catch the ball 1 and 2. He's also got Batman running catch the ball 2 and 2. He's also got Batman great point. Running catch goes the ball 3 and 2 for Kim. He's also got Batman swinging the foul balls 3 and 2. He's also got Batman great point. Batman Jr. grounds out to the shortstop Chase turning to the first base and vice in time. Batman Jr. down. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Ernie coming in next to bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 1-0. Top of the bottom of the 6th. Here we go. He's only got a pitch for you, Ernie running catch the ball 1-0. He's only got a pitch for Ernie running catch the ball 2-0. He's only got a pitch for Ernie running catch the ball strike 1-2-1. He's only got a pitch for Ernie running catch the ball 3-1. He's only got a pitch for Ernie going for that is ball 4. Ernie coming in his ball going advance to first base for the Blue Jays. Way to go, Hayes. Although you walk your third bat of the game had to be Ernie coming. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Kuzma Okamoto. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have one Blue Jay player on first base. One out, bottom of the 6th. Here we go. Hayes all got a pitch for the Kuzma. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes the balls 1-0. And Hayes all got a pitch for you. Kuzma get ready for it. He's swinging at the 5 balls 1-1. Yeah, Hayes all got 3 walks. Yep. And Hayes all got another pitch getting for you. Kuzma get ready for it. Runner catch goes the ball 2-1. It's the most early day, y'all. Tomorrow not supposed to be wishing your early day, supposed to be a full day, but they made it early dismissal because the fact that it's the heat and stuff. Cause originally tomorrow was supposed to be an early dismissal day, but they made it a full day. So, but now they make it an early dismissal day because they're making a half day because of the heat. So they only changed that because of the weather and stuff. But we know next school year every day is gonna be a full day. So only time they will make it a half day if it's like the weather's bad, like heat, if it's like a heat wave or something like that, then they'll change it just because for that reasoning. So they changed name for tomorrow just to make that be let the kids get out early because they figured that they want the kids to be in school all day from 8:30 to 3:39 and be in hot classrooms and stuff. So Hayes all got that face connect for you. Kuzma get ready for it. Right now, catch goes the ball 2-2-1. Hayes all got that face. Kuzma is swinging at the 5-0-2-2. Hayes all got that face for you. Kuzma get ready for it. Swinging at the 5-0-2-2. Like it's gonna strike 2-2-2. Swinging at the 5-0-2-2. Hayes all got that face. Kuzma get ready for that ball in the third. The ball 3-2 the full count. Hayes all got that face. Kuzma get ready for it. And that is ball 4. And Kuzma is walking away to first base for the Blue Jays. Way to go, Hayes! You walking fourth better of the game. Henry Kuzma on the moto. So now Lozano got 4 walks. And then so the Blue Jays got Kuzma on first base and Ernie Command on second base. That's what I would say. Stop walking people, man. You got Caleb Carter coming up to the mound to talk to Jesus on him, man. You can get him to calm the hell in. Well, the kids run the races next Wednesday, so. And then the 105 game. Oh, they go John the Valley. Mm-hmm. I feel like they will win the first game we won. So, I won't be able to see none of the game or anything. So, yeah, because, So, coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Hendrick, Canino come next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got Blue Jay players on first base and second base. 1 out, 5 and 6. Here we come. And Hayes also got a pitch cutting for you. Here you go, great for it. Right now, catch goes strike 1 is 0-1. And Hayes also got a pitch for you. And he gonna get ready for it. Swinging the miss at strike 2 is 0-2. Hayes also got a pitch sweep and he gonna go in for it. That ball's in the dirt as the ball's 1 and 2. That don't make Volkman have trouble. I know, right? We got a good lead already, so and he was also gonna have pitch cutting advance and he go right for it. Swinging and miss, and that's strike 3. He didn't Pinino was out. He got struck out the second time by the Hayes Auto sitting there. We just dug again. 8 strikeout for Hayes Auto, 8 Ks. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Brandon Valencia coming next to bat for the Blue Jays. Got Blue Jays fans on first and second base. 2 outs, 5 and 6. Hayes Auto got a pitch for Brandon Valencia and get ready for it. You swing it down and goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Brandon Valencia remains the first base for the Blue Jays. Say it ain't freaking so. Say it ain't freaking goddamn so. Say it ain't freaking goddamn so. Well, this just got worse, so you know. And swing that goes on the grass, not single. Randy Valencia wins the first base for the Blue Jays. Randy Valencia singles on a line drive to the right field. The Dogs go see him, and Kuzma makes the third base by throwing it by the right field. The Dogs go see him. So the Blue Jays have Randy Valencia on first base and Kuzma on third base. And the Blue Jays scored a run, so score the Phillies have 6 runs. The Blue Jays have 1 run. The Blue Jays get the first one, scoring the 5 and the 6. Thanks to Ernie coming. And guys, we had Don Manley coming. So Don Manley coming into the mound to talk to Jesus out, and he's taking him out of the game. Pitcher change for the Phillies. And let the Blue get the first one. So there goes the no hitter. Him every time we get a no hitter game, and then we get a couple. We went through 5 innings when it was a no hitter game, 6-0. Then we get to the bottom of the sixth, get the sixth inning. Then we get to the bottom, we get the sixth inning, and then we get to the bottom of the sixth, and we let the Blue Jays get right back in there and score their first run of the game. This guy got Phillies everything. He got it right there out of his window. Yeah, they're supporting the Phillies right in there, man. The Phillies are my country, yeah. The pitch change for the Phillies are Hayes on pitching tonight. On the pitch for the Phillies will be Jonathan Vaughn. So Hayes Autumn wins 5.5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, 0 home runs, and a 4.35 ERA. So offensive substitution, guys. Andreas Gemini is a pinch hit for Charlie McAdoo. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we had Andreas Gemini next to bat for the Blue Jays. We got Blue Jay players on first base and third base. 2 outs, 5-6. Here we go. Jonathan Vaughn got a pitch connect for Andreas. Get ready for it. Runner catch goes to Wilson now. And Jonathan Vaughn got a pitch connect for Andreas. Get ready for it. He's swinging that one. That's a 5 balls and 1 win. And Jonathan Vaughn got a pitch connect for Andreas. Get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. So 1-2. And Jonathan Vaughn got an pitch connect for Andreas. And Andreas, you don't have extra time on your own. And Andreas, Gemini get right in the back box, 6 baseball. And Andreas and Jonathan Vaughn got an pitch for Andreas going for Andreas Gemini flies out to left field of Burning March. And Andreas Gemini is out. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. That's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So score the Phillies have 6 runs. The Blue Jays have 1 run. That's the end of 6-8 German. Moving on to the 7 inning judgment. It's the Phillies turn the bat. Let's see the Phillies turn the bat top of the 7. And the 3 Phillies fans the bat top of 7. Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, Adam Home. Bryce Harper is 1 for 3 with a home run, an RBI, and 2 runs. Brandon Marsh is over 2 with a walk. And Adam Home is 1 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBIs and a run. You see, that's the guy that's hosting the 2026 what you call it BT Lounge. That's the guy. And he's hosting the VT Awards on June 28th. This month he's actually hosting the VT Awards, so that's kind of like, So pinch change for the Blue Jays. So Jeff Holland done pitching tonight. Coming pitch for the Blue Jays. We ain't done Fisher. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Bart Stark on the bat for the Phillies. No Philly players on base. 0 outs. Top of the seventh. Here we go. Herbert Nation. Herbert Nation. Herbert Nation. And Brandon Fisher got a pitch count for you, Bryce Gray for it. Swing and a miss. The strike one's on one. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch count for you, Bryce Gray for it. It's running, swinging and miss, striking on one. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch for you, Bryce. Running catch goes the balls on one. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch for you, Bryce Gray for you. Swinging that one's a 5 balls 1 and 2. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch count for you, Bryce Gray for it. Running catch goes ball 2 to 2 and 2. Yeah, so I'm rooting for the Spurs in the NBA Finals because I don't like the Knicks at all. So, coming from a Sixer fan, like, yeah, I want the Spurs to winning because, I don't want the Knicks to win shit. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch gonna be Bryce Gray for it. He's swinging down to Pablo 1 and 2. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch to Bryce running catch goes 2 and 2. And Brandon Fisher got another pitch to Bryce running catch goes ball 3 and 2 with the full count. Brandon Fisher got another pitch to Bryce and that is ball 4. And Bryce Harper is ball and advanced the first base for the film. This is Bryce Harper's first ball of the game. So coming up next, the bat for the Phillies, we have Randy Marsh next to bat the Phillies. We got one Faith in first base, 0 outs, top of 7. Here we go. Brandon Fisher got a pitch for Marsh, great one. Runner catch go to strike one is 0 and 1. Brandon Fisher got a pitch for Marsh, great one. You swing it that one, that's a 5 balls, 0 and 2. That's a ready to take off. And Brandon Fisher got a pitch for Marsh, great one. You swing it that one, that's another 5 balls, 0 and 2. And Brandon Fisher got a pitch for Marsh, great one. That ball's in the dirt. That's the balls 1 and 2. And Brandon Fisher gonna pitch for Marsh Rayburn. Brandon Fisher threw a pitch up to his first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to make sure that Bryce Harper got the first base bag. Pickett number 1 at first base. And Brandon Fisher gonna pitch for Marsh Rayburn. He's swinging as the 5 1 and 2. And Van Fisher gonna pitch gonna bring Morris Gray 1. And Van Fisher gonna pitch gonna bring Morris Gray for swinging that 5 7 and 2. Van Fisher gonna pitch for Morris running catch goes the ball 2 2 and 2. Van Fisher gonna pitch for Morris Gray for him. He's swinging down to 5 balls to 2 and 2. And Van Fisher gonna pitch for Morris Gray for him. Oh, Andrew Penn is pitching Friday in Milwaukee. Ain't that well. And he's swinging at the ball 13 and 2. Van Fisher gonna pitch for Morris Gray for a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And Brandon Rush is out. Brandon Rush, you over 3 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to bat with the Phillies, we have Alec Boone next to bat with the Phillies. We got 1 3 fan first base, 1 out, 5 and 7. Here we go. Top of 7. Here we go. Brandon Fisher got a pitch can be Alec away for it. Brandon catch goes the strike 1 is 0 and 1. Brandon Fisher got a pitch can be Alec away for it. Brandon catch goes the ball is 1 and 1. And Brandon Fisher got a pitch for Alec away for it. He's swinging that one. That's the 5 balls 1 and 2. And Brandon Fisher got a pitch can for you Alec away for it. He's swinging that one goes right into the grass, and that's a single. Brandon Rush, Eddie Boone ran to first base with field. Eddie Boone got another ace 2 for y'all. And Eddie Boone singles on a line drive to the right fielder, Nathan Looms. And Bryce Harper ran to third base. So the Phillies have Eddie Boone on first base, and Bryce Harper on third base plays the corners in. They got my what's going on. And this thing getting 2-1. Oh, the Knicks are losing. Damn. It's losing 41 to 21. And it's only the first quarter they losing. Damn. I'm trying to yeah, it's a 2-1 next to in the finals. Yeah. 1 out top of the 7. 1 out top of the 7. Here we go. Random Fisher got a Pittsburgh stock of 8-1. Running catch goes Rolls 1-0. And Random Fisher got a Pittsburgh stock of 8-1. He's swinging down with the 5 balls 1-1. Random Fisher got a Pittsburgh stock of 8-4. He's swinging down with the 5 balls 1-2. Random Fisher got a Pittsburgh stock of 8-1. Random Fisher got a Random Fisher got a Pittsburgh stock of 8-1. And Vice stock extra time on your Vice stock of 11 Nevada system base one. And Random Fisher got a Pittsburgh stock of 8-1. He's swinging that one as a 5-0 and swinging as another 5-0 still 1-2. We got a show called and a show called Most Extreme Humans. Oh my god! And this is season 1. It's a new show on TLC. It's called Most Extreme Humans. It's called season 1, episode 1. The biggest hand. So you know. And Random Fisher and then Fisher stock of 8-1. Running and the balls in the doors of all 2 to 2-2. Random Fisher and then Fisher stock of 8-1. Running catch goes of all 3 to 3-2. That's a full count. And Random Fisher and then Fisher stock of 8-1. From swinging arrow goes right into the grass, and that's a single. Weidenstadt will advance to first base for the Phillies. And Weidenstadt got a hit. He got another hit. He's 2 for 3 on. And Weidenstadt singles on the line drive to the center field of Milestone. Everyone made second base. And the Phillies had Weidenstadt on first base, and everyone on second base. And the Phillies scored another run. So score. The Phillies had 7 runs. The Blue Jays had 1 run. The Phillies get the 7-run score on the top of 7 thanks to Vice Harper. So yeah, that was young. So we got the Blue Jays manager coming to the round to talk to Brandon Fisher, and he's taking out the game. Pitching change for the Blue Jays. And that hurts. Ooh, and that hurts. So Pink James for the Blue Jays. So Brandon Fisher done pitching the other night. From the pitcher for the Blue Jays. Reese Spencer Mills. So coming up next, we have the Phillies. We have JT Mulligan. Next, we have the Phillies. We got Philly Fans on first base and second base. One out, top of the seventh. Here we go. Spencer Mills got the first going to JT go away from win. When the catch goes striking the one, and Spencer Mills got the first for JT go away from JT Mulligan flies out to the right field, and Nathan Looms and JT Mulligan's out. JT Mulligan 0-4 with the first strikeout, and JT Mulligan's batting dropped down to 200s. And coming next, we have the Phillies. We have Adolfo Garcia. Next, we have the Phillies. We have Philly Fans on first and second base. 2 outs, top of 7. Here we go. Spencer Mills got the face gunning for you. Miles got the face gunning for you. Don't Garcia away for one. Strike 1. And Spencer Miles got the face for you. Garcia away for one. And the Dolphins gonna see it grounded to a force out to the shortstop. Andres Jonas into second base. Only coming in. Versus started. And Versus started out the second base. Those gonna see you over 3 with your first strikeout and you ran up jumping into 195. Terrible. That's 3 outs to the Phillies. Those go the Phillies. That's 7 runs. The Blue Jays have 1 run. And everyone's to the bottom of 7. Ladies and gentlemen. It's the Blue Jays turn the red. So the Blue Jays need to the red. The bottom of 7. The 3 Blue Jay players they were at the bottom of 7. Miles Straw, Nathan Looms, and George Springer. I know JT Williams bad was going to hit 200, and then those gonna see his batting in 195. That's like, yo. Mm-hmm. So pitch change for the Phillies. So Jonathan Valens then pitching for the night. It's on the pitch for the Phillies to be Chase Sugar. He probably gets Chase Sugar in a damn baseball game because we haven't seen Chase Sugar pitching a game for like how many days? It's been too long. So coming up the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Miles Straw on the bat for the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs, bottom of 7. Here we go. And Chase got a pitch in there for you, Miles. Go ahead for him. Right now, catch goes to strike 1 is 0-1. And Chase got another pitch in there for you, Miles. Go ahead for him. Right now, catch goes to rolls 1-1. I know we haven't seen him pitch in a game, thank God, because it's been a minute for Chase. Chase Singer never gets into a game. He warms up and then they pick somebody else over him to come into the game. It's like damn. And Chase got another pitch in there for you, Miles go away from him. Right now, catch goes to roll 2-1. And Chase got another pitch for you, Miles go away from him. Right now, catch goes to roll 3-1. And Chase got no history. Miles away for Miles to the store extra time. We got Miles showing revenue Vegas. His own baseball. And Chase got no history. Miles away for it. Runner catches go to strike two. He's on 3-2. That's a full count. And Chase got no history. Miles away for it. He's swinging that goes right into the grass, and that's a single. And Miles straw remains the first base for the Blue Jays. Dang it. And Miles straw singles on the ground ball to the left field of Brandon Rogers. But yeah, that's how that go. Yeah, dude. Coming in next to that, wait. Hmm. No, here I got something called his name. Catches me. The catches me in his face, man. So he got something called name. That's good, dude. So coming in next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Nathan Moose. Next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay player on first base. 0 outs, bottom 7. Here we go. Chase got a face, gonna play Nathan great forward. Runner catch goes to balls on him. And Chase got no face, gonna blow you Nathan away forward. Runner catch goes to ball 2, 2 now. That was that a necklace? And Chase got no face, gonna blow you Nathan away forward. Runner catch goes to ball 3 to 3 now. That's a necklace, alright. We wait for keeping cutting the nails and stuff, but they know they didn't worry about that kind of thing. And Chase got no face, gonna bring Nathan away forward. And that is ball four. And Nathan Moose is walking away as the first base for the Blue Jays. Way to go, Chase Sugar. You walk your first bat again. Had to be Nathan Moose at the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays had Nathan Moose on first base and Miles Straw on second base. You can kill the Cardinal coming into the man talk to Chase Sugar. Tell him to stop walking somebody else. Cop in the hell the frick thing. So coming up next bat for the Blue Jays, we have George Springer next to the Blue Jays, and we have Blue Jay players on first base and second base. 0 outs, top bottom of 7. Here we go. And Chase got a face connect for you, George Gray for him. Right that catch goes rolls one out. And Chase got no face connect for you, George Gray for him. Right that catch goes roll 2 to 2 now. And Chase got no face connect for you, George Gray for him. Right that catch goes roll 3 to 3 now. I don't know why they don't use Chase Sugar. Otherwise, they get they make sure got one in the pin, and the next minute they have two people one in the pin, and the next minute they pick the first person over Chase, and it's like once that you came back, and Chase got no history. George Gray for that is ball four, and George Springer is ball to make the first base for the Blue Jays. Way to go, Chase Springer! You walk your second bat again, heavy George Springer. So the Blue Jays have George Springer on first base, Nathan Lewis on second base, and Miles Straw on third base. Base loaded for the Blue Jays. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next to bat for the Blue Jays. Bases loaded for the Blue Jays. 0 outs, bottom of the 7th. Here we go. Chase got a pitch in the way. Vladimir Guerrero for one. Right that catch goes. The ball is 1-0. And Chase got another pitch in there for you. Vladimir Guerrero for one. Right that catch goes. The ball 2-0. Uh-oh, now they got Brad Keller on them. Oh, yes. And Chase shooting and Chase got a pitch gun, another pitch gun away by me go away for him. When that catch goes to strike one is a 2-1. And Chase got another pitch gun away by me go away for him. When that catch goes to all 3-1. And Chase got another pitch away by me go away for him. And that is ball four. And Vladimir Jr.'s ball comes to first base for the Blue Jays. Way to go, Chase. You walk your fourth bat of the game, had to be you walk your third bat of the game, had to be Vladimir Jr. So the Blue Jays have Vladimir Jr. on first base, George Springer on second base, and Nathan Lewis on third base. And the Blue Jays score another run, so the Phillies have 7 runs, the Blue Jays have 2 runs, and the Blue Jays get the second run score in the bottom of the 7th, thanks to Matt Strong. This gave the Blue Jays a free run. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have when he come in next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Blue Jay players on first base over the Blue Jays. 0 outs, top of the first, and top of the bottom of the 7th. Here we go. And Chase got a pitch for you, running kiss got strike one. Chase got no pitch for Ernie Gray one. And Ernie Command flies out to the is out on the sacrifice fly to the right field. Those go see him. And George Springer runs to third base. So the Blue Jays have Vladimir Green Jr. first base and George Springer on third base, facing Quinn. And the Blue Jays score another run. So score the Blue Jays have 7 runs. The Phillies had 3. The Phillies had 7 runs. The Blue Jays had 3 runs. And the Blue Jays get the third run score on the bottom of the 7th, thanks to Nathan Lewis. So yeah, Don Maroney comes in around to talk to Chase Shingo, and he's taking him out the game. Pitching change for the Phillies. Then they bring back Kellen, which that ain't gonna make anything better. The pitch change for the Phillies will Chase Jones and pitcher tonight. Coming pitch for the Phillies will be Brad Killen. Coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Kuzma and Kamon coming at the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. And one Blue Jay players on first base and third base. And coming next to the Blue Jays, we have Kuzma and coming next to the Blue Jay players on first base and third base. Going out top of the bottom of the seventh, here we go. Back here we got a pitch for you. Kuzma get away from Kuzma and one through flies out on the sacrifice fly. It's out on the side slide to the right fielder and those go seeing. And then in the Blue Jays score another run, so score. The Phillies have 7 runs. The Blue Jays have 4 runs. The Blue Jays get the 4-run score on the bottom of the 7th, thanks to George Springer. And the Dawes got series got hit with a baseball. Damn, Dawes got series just got injured. Great, it goes out right fielder. Damn it. The Dawes got series injured. Star Wars. Oh my God! Like, dang, I know Winston was in here. Winston will not be laughing at this because this is not something to be laughing at. No. Adults Garcia just got injured on Star Wars on Wednesdays. Yeah, right fielder Adults Garcia just got injured. Yeah. So now they're gonna put Stewart they're gonna put Stewart Verito out in right field now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Adults Garcia just got injured, so I don't know. I think Adults Garcia felt like there's some pain in his arm or something he felt. And then he called the trainer to come over and down around to come over there, so that's what happened. And they go out Jerron trying to help out and Stewart by doing the baseball team because I closed having him out because he's not used to this. So why you nervous, Star Wars? Yeah, Cabrera was in the game. A rookie out there. Well, the rookie Jessica out there. So you got roaches on you. That's not candy. It's an apple. It's an apple. So Wednesday it's an apple, not a candy. It's not candy. It's an apple. It's not. It's not candy. It's an apple. Yeah. So coming up next, the bat for the Blue Jays, we have Conino connects to the Blue Jays. We got one Blue Jay player in first base. 2 outs, bottom 7. Here we go. Brad Keller got first base. He great for a running catch. Go strike 1-0-1. And Brad Keller got another first base. He great for one. And Panino grinds out to the third base and Alabama who threw to the first base and right side in time. And then Panino was down. And that's 3 outs for the Blue Jays. So it scored the Phillies had 7 runs. The Blue Jays had 4 runs. In the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. We on to the 8th inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies turning batters to the Phillies and then turning at the top of the game. And 3 Philly players to the top of the game. Justin Crawford, Kyle Swell, and Trey Turner. Justin Crawford is 1 for 3 to 1. First, Kyle Swell is 2 for 3 with a home run and Walker the strikeout. And Trey Turner is 1 for 4. And Trey Turner is 1 for 4 with, And Trey Turner is 1 for 4 with damn. And Trey Turner is 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. You got worse to get him. You got worse to get it in. Still got choke done. Yeah, you can't call a rookie a name of another player. You can't do that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I know all the practice piss you out because yeah, that's why I tell you, you call the player you call Sosa by his first name, I know who you talking about. I don't know. And then another wins game. Each time I run Sosa, like every time Wednesday, but so it was Sosa's last name in here, and then the thing, the autocorrect would say that it's spelled a different way, which is not correct anyway. And coming at the bat for the Phillies, we had Justin Clark in the bat for the Phillies, no Philly fans, no Vegas, 0 outs, about top of the 8th. Spencer Miles got a pitch can invade Justin Wayne. I just got the news, guys. So they said that the Phillies right fielder Adolfo Garcia is leaving the game with an arm injury after a big throw to home plate. Damn. That blows right now. You know what? Stop with that. So Wednesdays, don't do that. Don't do that. Spencer Miles got a pitch to Justin. Running catch goes 1-1. Spencer Miles got a pitch to Justin. Swinging the 5-1-1. Running back and pitch to Justin. Swinging the 5-1-2. Spencer Miles got a pitch to Justin. Running catch 1-2-2. Spencer Miles got a pitch to Justin. Swinging and that's strike 3. Justin covers down. That was last season. This is a whole new season. So, everything starts over. So stop bringing up something from last season. Yeah, so stop it. Stop it right now. Justin covers 1-for-4 with his first strikeout. So coming next to the Phillies, we got Kyle Swirling next to the Phillies. We got no Philly fans on base. Going out, top of this 8th. Spencer Miles got the face going to be swirling good for a running catch. Got strike 1-1. So stop talking about that, because that's old news. That is. So stop bringing up stuff from last season. Stop doing that. Stop Winston's. And Spencer Miles got a pitch swirling running catch goes strike 1-1. Spencer Miles got a pitch swirling running catch goes 1-1. And Spencer Miles got a pitch swirling running catch swing. The 5 was 1-2. I hope that Jalen Carter does get a contract and stuff, because he want to sign a contract. So so. Yeah, because if you keep bringing that up again, Wednesdays, I'm not gonna speak to you no more. I'm not gonna speak to you anymore Wednesday. If you keep on talking about Jay Carter doing something from last season, I'm not speaking to you ever again. So I'm not going to because, you know. And Spencer Miles got another pitch in the ring. Swirling Castle has fatality on Castle Runner. Season 1 basement. And we're going to pitch to Swirling away for him. And swinging the reason I strike three. Castle was out. And Castle, you 2 for 4. And coming next to the Phillies, you got Trey Turner next to the Phillies. No Philly face on base. 2 outs, top of the 8th. And then got pitch to Trey. Going to catch a ball on him. And then going to pitch to Trey. Going to swinging at the Pablos 1-1. Yeah, we almost said 20 season for the Philly, for the Sixers, for the Eagles, and you bring up some old stuff. So you guys, you gotta know how you need to grow up. You need to grow up because you're the one who needs to grow up because you need to start talking about somebody who got makes more money than you as a baseball, as a football player, and then you're gonna need to grow up because you keep talking about them, and you need to stop doing it. And Spencer Miles gonna face for you, try to get ready for him. When the catch goes strike, when the catch goes to balls 1-1, then we're gonna officially train. When he swings the 5 balls 1-1, and Spencer we're gonna officially try swinging him strike 2-1-2, and Spencer we're gonna officially try ready for him. And Trey Turner lines out to the right field and Nathan moves. And Trey Turner, you 1 for 5 with your third strikeout. And that's 3 outs to the Phillies. So score the Phillies at 7 runs. The Blue Jays at 4 runs. It's in the bottom of the 8th. The Blue Jays turn the bat. Let's see the Blue Jays need to turn the bat to the bottom of the 8th. The 3 Blue Jays players hit the bat to the bottom of the 8th. Winning for this year. Andreas Gemini and Val Strong. I said you need to go up because you don't need to go on. Because you don't need to be talking about other people. Yeah, because you know. Because if somebody start talking bad about you like that stuff, Wednesdays, you wouldn't like that. So don't talk about somebody that makes more money than you. Don't do that. Don't bring up some of the old stuff, you know. When you bring up old stuff, then it's kind of like you trying to start trouble again when you do that. So even Star Wars trying to tell you that it didn't call it here from that. So I don't know why you bringing up some old stuff. So yeah, see. So I don't know why you bringing up something old that's already been dealt with. Because what you doing in Wednesdays, you living in the past. That's what you living in. Like you going to last season, so they're gonna start lines for the game size. They got to start. They got all the players who. So Andrew Payne is pitching on Friday against Jacob Malinowski, and then Aaron Noon is pitching on Saturday against Shane Jordan, and then Christopher Sanders pitching on Sunday against Kyle Harrison. So that's gonna be the matchups right there. So. That doesn't cost a lot. I'm allowed to say that you're wrong for that. You can't say that. You can't tell me what I cannot say. So on Wednesdays, you can't control what I can and cannot say. You know then. This is my experience. If I say you saying something wrong, I can say that. You can't tell me I can't say that. Because you don't. You can't tell me not to say that. So you cannot tell me not to say that because you know. Yeah. So I didn't say you can leave. You don't have to leave the stream Wednesdays. You don't have to leave. But you can't just come in here and tell somebody that I crossed the line. Like you trying to tell me what I can cannot say. First, don't do that. First, don't tell another friend you can't say certain things. You know what I mean? You don't. That's not how friendship works. You can't be telling that friend like they crossed the line. They try to tell you they shouldn't have said that stuff. That's not crossing the line. That's just letting you know to do better. You shouldn't say that somebody crossing the line. Because if Star Wars would have said that to you, what you gonna do? You gonna call Star Wars out like that? You gonna do that if he said the same thing? You wouldn't, if you did that, then that would be then. If Star Wars called you out on that, you wouldn't get mad at him too. You gonna do the same thing, get mad when somebody, that's what you do. You get mad every time somebody say something, you get mad. Nothing on X happened that got bad or anything. Nothing bad happened on X anyway. The pitch change for the Phillies, so bad killers and pitching anchor the mystery. Jose, 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 Jose. So Randy Williams is going to be the Blue Jays, no Blue Jay players of A's. 0 hours, top of the evaluation. Here Randy Williams got he'll get out of 50. Randy Williams, he running catch strike one. And Jose got no 50. Randy Williams, he running catch strike 2-0-2. And Randy Williams, he has my time. Randy Williams, he running the base one. And he goes about on the pitching, Randy Williams, he running catch ball 1-2. On the pitching, Randy Williams, he running catch ball 2-2. On the pitching, Randy Williams, he running catch swing the 5-1-2-2. Randy Williams gonna pitch and hold on the pitching, Randy Williams, he running swing with a strike thing. And Randy Williams is out. Randy Williams, he got strike that by Hayes, who's ever to go sit in that with yeah, first strike out for Hayes, first strike out for Hayes, first strike out for Jose Alvarado came. Coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays began. Andreas Jr. connects to the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay plays on base. 1 out, 5 8. Here we go. Jose Alvarado pitch for Andreas. Running, swinging, misses, strike 1-1. And Jose Alvarado pitch for Andreas. Get ready for it. And Andreas Jr. flies out to center field and Justin Colvin. And Andreas Jr. is out. Right. So now, what's that's going to cut and say I crossed the line? I'm the problem. See that he always put the blame on me, make me feel like I'm the one always doing stuff to him, and that's what he does. He always put the blame on me. He never takes no responsibility for nothing. He always puts the blame on me, make me feel like I'm the problem in Star Wars. See that he always do that, and then he want to say now we have beef. I'm not trying to beef with my friends at all. I don't do that type of stuff, trying to make it seem like I'm the problem. See, that's what happens. He always puts the finger on me. And then he don't look at what he did wrong. He always want to put a finger at me. Cause just because I was saying that you shouldn't say something like that, and I was telling the truth, then you want to get mad at me and want to make it seem like I'm the one causing it. I'm the problem. I always get called out Star Wars for everything. I'm always get blamed for every freaking thing. And that make and which I don't care. He don't give a damn that he hurt my feelings. He don't. Only cares about his own feelings. He don't care that he got hurt his feelings hurt. But when he hurt mine, he don't care. He don't care at all. He always make it seem like I'm the one causing trouble to him, so it's not fair. I mean, he hurts my feelings, and now my feelings are hurt again. Yeah, so that's why I'm not speaking to Star. I'm not speaking to Winston no more. Cause I'm not speaking to him anymore because he just hurt my feelings. I blame me for something just because of what I said. But he understand what I said, and he took it the wrong way. And think I was attacking him. So yeah, who's the other gonna pitch? In the next battle, the Blue Jays. You guys remember I was talking next battle, the Blue Jays. No Blue Jays present base 2 out, 7 innings. Who's the other gonna pitch? He's been 20 miles, running catch balls from him. Who's the other gonna pitch? He's running catch ball 2-2-2. Who's the other gonna pitch? He's running catch go strike 1-2-1. Who's the other gonna pitch? He's running catch ball 3-3. Running catch go strike 1-2-1. And who's the other gonna pitch? He's running ball 3-3-1. Who's the other gonna pitch? He's running catch go strike 2, 3-2 for him. Who's the other gonna pitch? He's running for he's swinging at the 5 balls of 3-2. See, I try to be nice to people, but when you want to keep on blaming me for something that I told you that you shouldn't be talking about people, and then you want to say I shouldn't say that, I shouldn't say that. That's crossing the line. I shouldn't say that to you. Oh, so I'm supposed to sit back there and let you just talk about an NFL player and just say whatever, and I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut. I'm supposed to just not talk, not say that. And who's the rock get no pitch 3 miles, baby swinging and go right into the grass, and that's a single. And Miles Straw remains the first base for the Blue Jays. And Miles Straw singles on line drive to the right fielder. Stewart, see, I always get blamed for everything. This is why. That's why me and Star Wars friendship always, me and Winston's friendship is always messed up because he always pointed the fingers at me. I told him like you need to stop coming at me because I said it the last time he apologized and now he's doing it again. You want to bring old news from last season and want to keep on talking about somebody, and then And then when I try to correct you on that, you get upset and you want to get mad and blame me for talking the way I talk because I shouldn't talk to you like that. So I get blamed for everything. Coming next to bat for the Blue Jays, we got Nathan Lucy next to bat for the Blue Jays. Got one Richie Bear first base, 2 outs, bottom inning, here we go. And Jose Alvarado got another pitch for Nathan, really for it. Got a pitch for Nathan. Jose Alvarado got a pitch for Nathan, running catch got a strike 1-1. Jose Alvarado got a pitch for Nathan, running the balls in the dirt, the balls 1-1. And Jose Alvarado got another pitch for Nathan, get ready for it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2 to 1-2. I don't want to stop talking to Wednesdays. I don't want to stop being his friend, but you can't be if you're gonna be my YouTube friend, you can't keep on calling me out and stuff just because I'm trying to tell you what you're saying is wrong. You can't just come at my neck like that. You can't do that. You can be YouTube friends, but you can't be coming at me if I correct you. You can't be saying like I'm crossing the line. So right. He crossed the line, but he wants to put the blame on me. That's the thing. And you're gonna say we have beef. I don't want to beef with you. I don't want to beef with you. Like, come on now. I don't want to beef with people over there. They're saying that's old news. It's always been done until the over with. Why you gotta keep on saying the play needs to go on? Like that was last year's stuff. And Jaden Carter learned from that. And he think he learned from all that stuff. He learned from that anyway. So like, come on now. You think he's gonna do some of that again? No, not really. And who's ever gonna pitch for you? Anything away for running because got a strike 3. And they lose out. They got strike that everybody. Jose Alvarado go sit in that Blue there. You're second strike for Nathan. The second strike out of Jose Alvarado 2K. And that's 3 outs for the Phillies. For the Blue Jays, so score the Phillies at 7 runs. The Blue Jays at 4 runs at the end of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. We went to the 9th and final inning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Phillies throwing the bag. Let's see the Phillies continue to turn it at the bottom of the 8th. The score of the Phillies at 7 on the Blue Jays at 4 that's in the 8th German. We went to the 9th and final English German. The Phillies turn the Red to the Phillies and turn the Red top of the 9th. The 3 Phillies red top of the 9th. We Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, and Edelman. Bryce Harper is 1 for 3 with a home run and walk in the RBI. Brandon Marsh is over 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Edelman is 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 RBIs and a run. And don't start saying bad stuff to Star Wars because Winston, because Star Wars is telling the truth. Star Wars, I always believe Star Wars because that I always believe Star Wars anyway because Star Wars is telling the truth anyway. So because you want to take accountability for that. You want to point the finger at me, saying I don't want to came at you. Yeah, that's what it is. You point the finger at me and say I crossed the line. I'm not trying to have beef with you. I'm just trying to say that you can't need to stop doing that. That's old news. It's already been the person already took care of the situation. Like, why you gotta bring up something from last season from week 1? Like, that's old news. It's already been done over. It's not even a topic anymore. So like it shouldn't have been brought up anyway. Well, you do because you tell a football player to grow up. Why you need to do the same thing too? Because you can't be talking about other people like that. Tell them they need to grow up when you ain't acting the same way too. Because you talking about something that they did that was kind of in the vote it was wrong, saying that that they need to grow up, and then Jalen Carter already learned from his mistake anyway. So why you bring up something from last season about a mistake he already took care of anyway? So I know why you had to bring that up anyway. That's not even relevant to today. So that was the whole reason why I say you need to grow because you talk about because no grown man talks about another grown man. That doesn't do they don't do that. They don't do that. You don't do that and talk about grown man's mistakes all the damn time. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't talk about another grown man like that. You don't do that type of stuff. You don't do that. Yeah, because I bet you so. If somebody was talking about your mistakes, you would get mad at them for that. You would. We talking about the people like them. So pitch change for the Blue Jays. So Spencer Mills done pitching for the Blue Jays. Unofficially Tyler Rogers. So coming at the bat for the Phillies, we have Bryce Harper in the bat for the Phillies. No 50 pairs on base. 0 outs, top of 9. Here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch. Getting there for you, Bryce. Get ready for it. Running catch goes strike 1. Tyler Rogers got never pitch. Bryce running swinging just strike 2-2. Tyler Rogers got never pitch. Bryce running swinging ball 1-2. Tyler Rogers got never pitch. Bryce running catch goes to ball 2. Bryce over edge for time. You Bryce will give up the red 6 1 baseball. Tyler Rogers got never pitch. Bryce swinging as a 5 balls 0. Swing as never balls still 0-2. And Tyler Rogers got no pitch for you Bryce swing that goes all the way to 1. Bryce Harper running around first. Stop a second. Bryce Harper got a double yawn. Bryce Harper got a double yawn. Bryce Harper got a hit. Bryce Harper was 2 for 3 yawn. Bryce Harper was 2 for 4 yawn. And Bryce Harper has his 12th double on the 2026 season on the short line drive to the center field and milestone home. Mr. Stacy. Coming up next to bat for the Phillies, we have Brandon Marsh next to bat for the Phillies. We got 1 free player on second base, 0 outs, top of the 9th. Here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch getting away Marsh, great for him. Running, swinging that one to 5 balls 0-1. And Tyler Rogers got another pitch for Marsh, great for his swinging that one to 5 balls 0-2. They say I'm doing okay. Today was a fine day until just a minute ago. One of my friends just on YouTube just started coming at my neck, so I'm kind of pissed right now. I'm kind of mad right now because now it's like this is why I say to all my friends, even my friends in real life, if I call my friend Scott out for something that he said wrong, he wouldn't get mad at me for that. He'll understand that he shouldn't. He say sorry for it. He apologize for it, but he wouldn't call him. He wouldn't stuff. My friend Scott would not get mad at me just saying I crossed the line and stuff, and wouldn't say that I shouldn't say that that if I tell my friend Scott that he needs to grow up, he wouldn't get mad about that. So my friend Scott in real life would not get mad if I said those things. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't make that be like, I shouldn't have said that to him or anything like that. He wouldn't do that. But Winston didn't get mad because I said that because and that doesn't ruin a friendship. That's just telling somebody the truth and stuff, and you want to get mad about that. Yeah, that means you act like a child. You're not act like you're not like your age. You act like a child because you take things so personal. When you take things so personal, it's like taking things so personal. And Brandon Marsh runs out to the pitcher. Tyler Rogers threw to the first base. Brandon Marsh in time. Brandon Marsh is out. Brandon Marsh, you over 4 with your first strikeout. So coming up next to the Phillies, you got Alabama next to the Phillies, and we got 1 free pair on second base. 1 out, top of the 9th. Here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch. Alabama gets the ball on him. Tyler Rogers gonna pitch Alabama ball 2-0. Tyler Rogers gonna pitch Alabama flies out to the left field. Union for you, and Alabama's out. Alabama 2 for 5. And I like Winston's being in the stream. I like him being here. But you're gonna be in my stream. You can't be calling me out every time I say something wrong. If I say something that's I'm correcting you, you can't be doing it. And if I want to speak my mind and say something about what somebody did wrong to me, I'm allowed to say that. You can't dictate what I say and just say I shouldn't say that. I mean, you can't come in here dictating what I say because when you do that, it's like you trying to tell me I can't speak my mind. I can't express how I feel. And then you want to tell me I shouldn't be saying it. It's wrong, like dictating what I say. So. And coming in next to the Phillies, we got Bryce starting next to the Phillies. We got 1 free play on second base, 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Here we go. Tyler Rogers got a pitch. He started away, boy. Running catch goes strike 1. Tyler Rogers got no pitch. He started running catch goes strike 2-2. Tyler Rogers got no pitch. He started away, boy. Tyler Rogers got no pitch. He started away, boy. And Bryce started grounds outside reach to the pitcher. Tyler Rogers threw to the first baseman. Very good in time. And Bryce starts down. And Bryce started you 2-4. That's 3 outs for the Phillies. So score the Phillies at 7 runs, the Blue Jays at 4 runs. Moving to the bottom of the ninth, which means the Blue Jays turn the bat with 6, the Blue Jays turn the bat at the bottom of the ninth. The 3 Blue Jay players at the bottom of the ninth will be George Springer, Van Moon, Jr., only command. Right. He said those things. He wanted to talk about a defensive player, and then once I correct him, he wants to say I'm the one attacking him. I'm the one attacking him. And I shouldn't have said that. Oh, he should grow up. I shouldn't have said that. I'm not. I shouldn't have said that because I saying that that's ruining our friendship. That's why I said I'm a grown woman now. If I feel like somebody says something wrong to me, I'm allowed to express how I feel. You cannot dictate what I say as a friend and tell me I shouldn't say that. But it's okay. But once I have to talk about Jalen Carter in a bad way, but I'm supposed to sit back and not say nothing. Right, so you could just do that, but I'm not allowed to say nothing. I'm not allowed to speak my mind. This is my channel. This is my stream. And if I feel like if I want to correct Star Wars for saying something wrong, I can do that. And nothing wrong with that if I want to do that. But when you want to correct me and tell me that what I said is ruining the friendship, like that right there and there, you trying to tell me I can't. I'm not allowed to express how I feel. So so that just one right there. So fit change for the Phillies. So Jose Alvarado is gonna pitch for the Phillies. Jose Alvarado done pitching tonight, gonna pitch for the Phillies. Johanna Durham. See, that's why I always say. So see, Star Wars, you always have my back. Star Wars, you always have my back. So you always have my back. So no, Star Wars always has my back. When said you don't anymore because you didn't even say sorry for what you said. You just called me out. So that hurts. And you wrong for that. So I'm holding that against you right now because you made me mad. So because because you wrong for what you said because you made me feel like I'm the one that was attacking you. So yeah, that's what you did. And don't try to dictate my stream when snacks. Don't get you already got me mad a little bit. Don't try to tell me what I should be doing. I know I'm supposed to finish the game. I know what to do. Don't try to be demanding in here. And once that I'm gonna say this to you, I'm gonna say this to you again. Sim is all of our friends. So he's not just your only friend, he's not just your friend. So you gotta remember that. 'Cause half the times you don't even be in the streams when Slim be here. Sometimes you don't. So he's not your only friend. So he's everybody's friend. He's my friend. Slim is my friend and then also Star Wars friend. So not just only your friend. So coming at the bat for the Blue Jays, we had George Swing at the bat of the Blue Jays and the Blue Jay players on base. 0 outs, top bottom nine. Here we go. And Duran got a pitch for you, and George Gravy swinging that go right in the grass, not single. And George swinging advanced the first base for the Blue Jays. George single on the line drive on the shot line drive to the right fielder, Stewart Marino. No, I didn't say that. I said that you, Slim, and Stars are all my friends. I'm saying Stars has my back right now because he stood up for he defended me. Instead of you saying sorry, well, I shouldn't attack my friend Matthew like that, you just went ahead and just kept on going like that. You didn't even say, "Oh, my friend was right." You just, So that's what happened. You didn't even apologize. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Evan Jr. next to bat the Blue Jays. We have one Blue Jay player on first base. 0 outs, top of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth. Here we go. And the run got a pitch for you, Vladimir Guerrero. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. grounds to a double play to the second base and right start to the shortstop Trey Turner. The pitch for Vice Harvin. George Spring is out of second base and Vladimir Jr. is out of first base. And coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Ernie Kaminga next to bat the Blue Jays. No Blue Jay players on base. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Here we go. Bottom of the ninth. Here we go. The run got a pitch for Ernie running. He's swinging to the foul to the 1. And the run got a pitch for Ernie Wave. He's swinging to the foul was 0-2. And the run got a pitch for Ernie Wave for him. I said he only has my back. I didn't say nothing. That's my only friend. So you twisted my words around. I said he has my back. That's what I said. And so And Star Wars is allowed to have everybody's back, but when the person is wrong, you can't have your back if you calling me out, and you can't do that. That's one thing. And we're gonna fish for you. He's swinging that 5 still on two. We're gonna fish for you. Swing that 5 on two. And we're gonna fish for you. Only great for him. I did not kick you from the stream. I did not kick you from the stream. I did not do that. I did not even touch. I didn't even kick you from no stream. I didn't do that Wednesday. I did not touch this. I didn't touch the stream or nothing to kick you out. So I didn't even do that. So you left the stream. I never kicked you out. So you see, nigga, right nigga, and that's the single. Only coming with it's the first base for the Blue Jays. Only coming singles on line drive to the left field of Brandon Orange. Deflected by the shortstop Trey Turner. No, I didn't. I did not kick you out. I didn't say that. Come looking at the stream right now. Nothing says that I kicked you out. I never touched that stream. So, see, you saying that again. See, nothing here. I didn't kick you out. You said goodbye and stuff. I never kicked you out the stream. No, it didn't. Because it didn't. And there's nothing that says I kicked you out the stream. If I screenshot this stream right now, nothing said that I did that. I never kicked you out. So, no, it didn't. I never kicked you out. I never kicked you out. So coming up next to bat for the Blue Jays, we have Tyler Kuzma on the 1-2. Coming next to bat the Blue Jays, we got one Blue Jay batting first base, 2 outs, down by 9 him. And the run got a face for you. Kuzma running because it was swinging 5-1. And Kuzma got and the run got a face for Kuzma running because it swinging running because it was strike two, 1-2. And the run got a face for Kuzma and then coming advance to second base on the defensive indifference. Yeah, but you need to stop talking about Jen Call like that. Just stop doing it. It makes you mad when you do that. Just stop doing it. But when you keep doing that, I'm like, it's making me want not to speak to you no more because you keep on doing it. And you're gonna this week, gonna swing, running catch a strike three, and Cooking was out. And that's the ball game. Final score is 7-4. Phillies win. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Don't try to say you didn't. It's all in the chat. It's all in the stream. You did say that. You did say that. You said you came at me and saying that. Oh, I shouldn't have called you. I shouldn't tell you to go off because I ruined our friendship. You did say that in the stream. You did right there in the stream. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. So that's in the chat. I could screenshot that you and put it on send it to you on X, and then you could see what you did right. So don't say you didn't right. Didn't say you didn't do that. Cause I could scroll back to what you said. Cause you did say it's you said right here you crossed the line by saying I need to go up, and that could ruin a friendship. See, you wrote that Wednesday. You wrote that, so don't say you didn't. So you didn't. Don't say you didn't. See, you always want to play that game again. Say you didn't. You didn't do anything. And that's what got you in trouble last time with me and Star Wars because you tried to say you didn't say these things to us, and then when we had the proof there, you try to act like you didn't say anything. Yeah. So. And the Phillies will advance on the 37-31 the season. The Blue Jays will advance to 33-36 on the season. The Phillies get to 37 win. The Blue Jays get 36 balls. And Hayes Jolly will advance to 5-4 in the season with a 4.35 ERA. Yeah, see, you do that again. What's that? You always want to cover everybody's necks, and then you want everybody to say sorry to you, and then when you do it to other people, you don't say sorry at all. You always want to call people out for stuff, and then when they want to get in your feelings and stuff, you want to get all in your little feelings, and want to make everybody feel like everybody's attacking you. And when you say something mean to me, and you write in the chat, I see it, and then it's like you act like you never remember that you said that you voted. You would say I never said you mean. It's right there. Like, stop trying to play that game that you don't like. You never said anything with me. Yes, you did. No, I don't want to discuss it with you. I don't want to discuss it with you on the X. You already know what you did wrong. You gotta apologize right now, Wednesday. You gotta apologize right here because you did it again. I told you if you do it again, I'm not. If you keep on trying to blame me for stuff after you attack me first, you need to say sorry because what I said wasn't attack you. That was just letting you know that I stop talking about people, and you want to get all in your feelings about it. Phillies also won 5 innings, pitched 4 hits, 1 run, 4 balls, 8 strikeouts, 0 home runs, and 4.35 ERA. Phillies also wins 5-4 in the season. So yeah, and now we're gonna sing songs. So shout out to Wednesday's on the street, shout out to Stone on the street, shout out to everybody who was singing, favorite kids on the street, and then something on the street. So now we're gonna sing songs. Yeah, but I'm saying the song, but you still gotta apologize Wednesday. You still gotta apologize. I want you to write in the chat, Stone, I'm sorry, Mastery. Yeah, you gotta write there in the chat saying you're sorry. Yeah, so yeah, because you came at me because you know. Yeah, so I'm saying something. You still gotta say you sorry. You gotta write that you sorry. Because even Star Wars thing, you gotta say sorry to both of us. You gotta say sorry to me, and you gotta say sorry to the Star Wars too, because Star Wars called you out too, and you ain't, and then you gotta say sorry to both of us again, because you know what I mean. You gotta say sorry to both of us. So that's So you gotta say sorry to both of us because So it's a song like this. Get your head in the clouds. There's a lot to relearn. So look down, man. Once there was a silly old man, thought he moved a rubber tree wind. Anyone knows and it can move a rubber tree wind, but he has high hopes. He has high hopes. He has high high in the sky. Hopes. So when you start to feel low, settle back and go. Just remember that it. Woo! Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. Let's go hunt for red October. And your Chevy player of today's game is Alex Moon, who went 2 for 5 with a 3-run homer in the third and seven and single in the seventh. A 10 multi-hit game since May 1st for Alex Moon, our third baseman. Shout out to Alex Moon for that one. Alex Moon doing his thing now, getting and stuff like that. Star Wars, I'm still waiting for that apology. One step, I'm still waiting for that apology. You gotta apologize right here. Is that you apologize or I'm not speaking to you? So you gotta take your choice now, Winston. You got two choices. Apologize to me in Star Wars or I'm not speaking to you. So you got a choice right here, right now. So so you got a choice right now. If you don't apologize to me in Star Wars, I won't speak to you no more. So that's the only option you got. Yeah, so so. No, you gotta say sorry right here. Nope, nope, nope. You gotta say sorry right here because no, because no. You gotta say sorry right here to me and Star Wars because you attacked me for what I said. Was not trying to attack. I wasn't attacking you. I was just telling you that you shouldn't have said that. You took it the wrong way, so you gotta apologize to me and Star Wars right now. Yeah, so so you gotta say sorry right now. So if you don't say I'm sorry, if you don't say I'm sorry in the next 5 minutes, Wednesdays, I'll never speak to you again. So and that'll be your own fault for that one. So so you got a choice here and there to say sorry. If you don't say sorry, then I'll never speak to you again. So if you don't say sorry in the next 5 minutes, that's it. I'll never speak to you again, then you lose out on me as a friend because you didn't apologize. So cause like you got choices. You gotta apologize. If you apologize, we could be cool. But if you don't apologize, then that means right there. If you don't apologize, that shows to me that you don't care about hurting my feelings. That would show right there you don't care about my feelings at all. Yeah, that would just show that you only care about that you got that you yeah right. Yeah, see, just because I'm allowed to speak how I feel. So like if I say that, that's because if you don't apologize, then that's how I feel. So yeah, but I'm allowed to speak how I feel because you want to tell another grown man to go up, but look what you're doing. You want to call out an NFL player's mistake for something they did. That's tattletale right there. So now, when somebody call you out and say you do something wrong in Star Wars, you don't want to. Instead, you don't want nobody calling you out on it. But you can call out Jalen Carter for something he did. But when Star Wars call you out for something, you don't think that's wrong. When I call you out for something, you saying that's wrong. So we allow you to go ahead and talk about an Eagles player like that. And then when when Star Wars talk about you like that, you don't like that. You don't like that. You don't like me. You don't like us both coming at you. So you know, I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna do that. You see, that's what you do when you want to talk about other people. When somebody comes and talk about you like that, you don't like it. You don't like it. You want everybody to come at you. I'm saying as soon as somebody come at you, you want to get all defensive and saying that it was wrong. Because what you want, well, I know what the game is. Wednesday, you want me to apologize, and then you don't apologize at all. So that's what it is. You want me to apologize, and then you don't do it, and then you don't do it back. That's what it is. Because Cause then I suffer what I did wrong with it, and then you get away with what you did. So it's like that's not fair. No, I'm not gonna tell women Star Wars to do that. Cause you are a friend, but you wanna act like a friend and what's that? You gotta apologize. That's the only way. You gotta apologize, cause friends are allowed to have disagreements and call each other out. And when they do it is the right thing to do. So they're allowed to do that. It's not a beef thing. You know. All right, so when it says, I accept your apology, but don't do that no more. And stop talking about Jalen Carter, please. Because it irritates me when you do that. Yeah, because it irritates me when you do that. So, guys, I will be streaming the Phillies at the Milwaukee Brewers for game number one of the three-game series on Friday night at 7:40 p.m. on my YouTube channel, guys. So let's see how the Phillies do in Milwaukee on Friday night. Tomorrow the Phillies have a day off. They're traveling from Toronto to Milwaukee, so they're going to play the Brewers in Game 1 on Friday night at 7:40. So that should be a good one, and stuff like that. So that should be a good one. So that should be a good one. So accept your apology, Wednesday. Just stop talking about somebody like that. You know, just stop talking about people like that. You see, even Star Wars accept your apology too. We just don't be talking about people like that no more. Whatever happened last season and with the Eagles, leave it in 2025. Don't be talking about something that's old news. Don't be bringing it up because. So here go the pitching matchups for Friday, y'all. So we got Andrew Payne versus what's the guy name? Oh my God, is it Shane? Sean? I don't know his name. So we got Andrew Payne versus Jacob Medowski. I think that's how you say him. Milwaukee, and Andrew Payne is 1-7 on the season with a 6.21 ERA, 47 strikeouts, and Jacob Milwaukee is 72 on the season with a 1.50 ERA and 116 strikeouts. So I hope Andrew Payne does good Friday night in Milwaukee. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, and I hope those gonna see is okay because we need that. We need our right fielder because having a rookie out there is not gonna really do no good for right field. So we're gonna need that. And that being said, guys, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, guys, because tomorrow's the last day for the students tomorrow. And they enjoy the last day, and it's early dismissal tomorrow because the heat going on tomorrow, so they want to get the kids get out early tomorrow, which good thing for the food soldier because they get to leave right after, they don't have to stay long because so that's one thing that's good for us. So so that's a good thing. They changed it to a half day, so because tomorrow was supposed to be a full day for the students, but now they switched to a half day because of the heat and stuff. They don't want students and staff in the buildings like that whole day, wow, because of the heat and stuff. So Yeah, 'cause they don't want that. So and it's a good thing that the only grades that are supposed to be in our school tomorrow is like K through fourth grade because fifth graders are not supposed to be in our school tomorrow at all. They're not supposed to come tomorrow at all. So they're not supposed to come at all. So yeah, so only supposed to be in kindergarten through first grade, through fourth grade supposed to be in the school tomorrow because their last day. Yeah, so so all the fifth graders that just did their graduation today, they don't have to come tomorrow because they're gonna start sixth grade at the new schools and stuff. So they ain't coming back to the morning school when the school starts again. So they're gonna be going. So that's one thing. And then everybody that was in fourth grade that started the lunch at 10:45, they're gonna be fifth graders next in the fall. So in August when they come back, they're gonna be in fifth grade. So like China and all them, they're gonna be in fifth grade. So they're gonna be the last lunch anyway. So they're gonna get the experience what it's like being the last lunch and everything, and then experience what it feels like to be able to get extra food and hang around longer so they get to experience that because, they're fifth graders and then everybody that was who's the second lunch with third graders and they're going to be the first lunch, which is 10:45, which is like being the fourth graders. So they get to experience the first, was being in fourth grade and being the first one to come down in the cafeteria for lunch. Everybody that was in second grade, that's, that the 12:15 lunchtime, they're going to be third graders. So they're going to be doing like coming in lunch around like 10:45, like 11:30 and stuff. So those second graders are gonna be third graders, so and they should know the numbers by now, so they can able to put it in, so that way they can get their lunch and stuff. Because when you're in third grade, you gotta know your ID numbers, cause you gotta know that because you can't say you don't know your numbers and stuff, cause so you gotta learn that because you're gonna need it anyway. And then the kids that were in first grade over across the schoolyard are gonna be in second grade. And they're gonna be in a little trailer area, and they're gonna be coming into the main business cafeteria for the first time because they don't know what they're supposed to do. They're new second graders, so they don't know anything. They don't know the numbers or anything. So that's gonna be a new thing for them. They don't know what to do. So they don't know how to they know the numbers. So the teacher's gonna have to take them to the computer class and they have to learn their ID numbers because they're gonna need that to put it into the machines and stuff. So they gotta know that stuff because they gotta know it. And they will for us to find them in the computer and system and stuff because they gotta know their name. They got phone numbers and they gotta know their names and their first and last names and stuff. So that's gonna be new for them because they don't know what to do. Yeah, so it's gonna be new for that one. And then all those kindergartners that they across the yard they're gonna be in first grade. So and then, they moving up to first grade, so they still, we're in the pack building. But then the new set of kindergartners are gonna be coming to the morning school for the first time, and they're gonna be eating over in the pack building across the schoolyard because they're gonna be new kindergartners. So first time going, first time going to grade school, first time for them. Because they just left preschool and now they're gonna start kindergarten, so they're gonna be it's new for them. Coming to the morning school first time, don't know the school that much, don't know the teachers or anything. They're just all the kindergarten. These new group of kindergartens gonna be new. Coming to more, they don't know anything because they're new. So they're gonna be new. They don't know anything about what to do when it comes to their cafeteria over there. So that's the thing. They ain't gonna know too much what to do. So yeah, they're gonna be like kind of like trying to figure out what to do and stuff. They don't know what to do, so that kind of whole thing. So that's just new for them. And that being said, guys, in G fan, we say now, let's go Phillies, and I gotta go to work tomorrow, and I will see you guys on Friday for my next Phillies regular season. My favorite, let's go Phillies. Yeah, let's try to let's set the first game in Milwaukee against the Brewers, and I hope the Phillies team help Andrew Fanner get some runs. I hope Andrew Fanner can actually get his second win and not lose again. I hope not. So we'll see. See you Friday night, guys.